after work and fix your car so you're happy and back on the road. Call Precision Auto Body in LaGrange at 706-884-9292. That's 706-884-9292. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Holman, Greg Hicks live here from Callaway Stadium as we get ready to kick off the Quad A playoffs here. Region 8 and Region 5 coming up together tonight. Oconee County, we're talking a little bit about them. They're 6-4 in the season grade. They come in third seed out of that region. They've been road warriors this year. They've lost almost all of their home games, but they're 4-1 away.
Oh, wow. That's tough because, I'm driving over thinking, we're 5-0 at home this year, and hopefully we'll make it 6-0. But that's a tough deal when you got all. Now, next year you would think that it would be reversed because whoever they played at home must have been the St. Pius. It must have been the North Oconee. But it probably wasn't Madison because they should have beat Madison. Yeah. Madison is, I think, finished fifth in that region where there's only 5 teams. So
they defeated Madison 41-20, big ball game at the end of the season.
There you go.
Right after their loss to North Oconee. Now, as comparing the two teams, looking at for just a moment, their quarterback is a young man named Max Johnson. His father, Doug, played in the early 2000s, excuse me. We're not to the late ones yet. The early 2000s for actually the Atlanta Falcons, the Cleveland Browns. We looked him up on the internet a few minutes ago. He's a tall kid. He's about 6'4". Not going to get a lot of passing out of him. He's only averaging about 90 yards a ball game.
And he's a lefty.
Kobe, averaging 274 yards. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think I read a Facebook post from Kevin today that he was selected as the region player of the year.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I just happen to have some information on that. Let me pull it out of my stack of papers. But in the meantime, I want to tell you a little bit about the head coach at Oconee. Travis Nolan enters the 2018 season as his 5th season as coach at Oconee County. He's been in coaching 19 years as a head coach. But at Oconee, he's a 29-17 record. But when you think about it, they were in the state playoffs 4 years in a row. They were region champs in 2015, and he was coach of the year in 2015. So much like we're seeing some of the accolades for Coach Glisson today.
But the young hot hand.
But we talked about region teams here, or region players. They just selected at Georgia High School did. Kobe Hudson was the player of the year in our Region 5 4A. First team offense, you've got wide receiver Joko Willis, wide receiver Jamari Thrash. Those are seniors. And offensive line, Gabe Hubbard.
How about that for big Gabe?
I love Gabe Hubbard. First team defense, you've got King Makuta and Kevin Martin. They're both seniors. Kevin's a linebacker. And Devin Hill, who we've mentioned all year long, he's a linebacker. He's a junior. And in first team special teams, you've got return artist Trey Williams, who's a junior, who's also one of our starting tailbacks, if you will.
One nice thing about that list, too, is 2 of the guys are juniors. That means we're getting 2 of those guys back. A lot of times you'll see just seniors. Actually, 3 of those with Kobe, of course, as the player of the year.
Well, we're certainly full of seniors this year, which is why a lot of the fan base are saying, hey, you guys, this is your year. It is, but when you're building a program, you just really need to be able to play your kids throughout the year, build that depth, and you shouldn't be so surprised next year that you're all of a sudden you just all your seniors are gone and you don't really have anybody to play. You got to develop those underclassmen. So with that, hey, I think they're doing a good job, and we're excited about this year. We'll talk about next year here when our last game played.
A couple more quick comparisons between Troup and Oconee County. The Tigers so far this year, just rushing 212 yards. Trey Williams, Tyree Carlisle doing a tremendous job running the ball. And then you've got 181 yards for the folks from Oconee County. So really that's probably what we'll see most of them is a running game. We saw them actually under center a little bit. We also saw them in a pistol set, just handing the ball off the backfield, rolling the slot receiver, rolling the wing around. So we'll see a couple of different sets from them. We're going to get your mic ready. We're getting ready to send Greg down the field. While we're getting Greg sorted out, let's go and take a quick break. We come back. We're getting ready for kickoff live here on Eagle Sports.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Hey folks, T-O-double-D, Todd Parrish here with Kia LaGrange. This October we're going pinks for breast cancer awareness. For each new car sold, we'll be donating a portion of our sales to Hope for a Day. This month's featured vehicle is a 2019 Kia Forte FE 6-speed. And yep, it's a rule breaker, a limit pusher. It's style and value rolled into fun. Drive out in yours today for only $15,988. Shop our complete inventory at any time online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Slot number 110922. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is a place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Calling all area coaches, high school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Graphics is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rawlings, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and more. For more information, call Mud Creek Graphics at 706-884-5592. Mud Creek's for all your sporting good needs.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Bowman, Greg Hicks live here from Callaway Stadium. And Greg, you're down the center of the field, but nobody's in there with you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting on the players to get out here. They've about ready to walk to the middle. Kobe Hudson, Keem Makuta, Gabe Hubbard, and Joko Willis serves as your captains tonight. I'm looking up in the lights back towards you, Jack, and you can see that there's just a heavy mist, kind of like Central a few weeks ago. So, but the good thing, it's not as cold and it's not as windy either.
Yeah, just got the little half zip there, a little half sleeve, so you'll be all right.
Let's see if we can get ready and listen to the referee. He's the boss man tonight.
Welcome to the playoffs. Being pick captains of your team. We need you to be there tonight, some captains. All the dead ball, pushing, shoving. We want you guys as captain to take care of that for us, okay? Got you guys being visitors. We're going to call you white. We're going to call you blue if I have a foul. Make sure you understand what I ask you, because whatever you tell me you want to do, that's what we're going to do. So if you don't understand, I will give you an opportunity to ask your coach, what do you want to do? But whatever you tell me you want to do, that's what we're going to do. So you make sure you understand me. I got this coin. I'm going to flip it. You call it heads, tails. What are you going to call? Tails. He's going to call tails.
So Oconee County's called tails. It is heads, so the Tigers have won the toss. Let's see what they'll do. Looks like they're going to defer to the second half.
All right, so the Tigers will have the ball to start. The Oconee County Warriors have the ball to start the game. Defense will be what we'll start off with for the Tigers. Let's step away one more time. We come back. We've got kickoff live here from Troup High School and the Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
A Southern tradition since 1945, that's Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House. You can find them at 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange. So when you're ready for lunch, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., come to Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House for meat, 2 vegetables, and a bread, dessert, and drink for only $7.29. That's a big lunch for a small price. So when you're ready for a delicious barbecue and only U.S. farm-raised catfish, make your way to 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange for Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House for a great meal. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at REMAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Let me ask you a question. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see taillights? Or your dog's tail wagging when you first brought him home? Do you see 4 tires or 2 tired kids in the back seat after their first day of school? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football. The Georgia High School Association is a voluntary nonprofit organization composed of over 450 public and private high schools. The GHSA administers regulations for region and state championships for 18 sports and 2 activities. Founded in 1908, the GHSA strives to promote good sportsmanship, participant safety, and fair play amongst its member schools. For more information on ghsa.net, follow GHSA on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at official GHSA. I'll tell you more about the Georgia High School Association in a few moments. So right now we're ready to kick things off here from Callaway Stadium, the first round of the playoffs in Quad A. Helson Martinez set to kick the ball. They're going left to right on your radio dial. Blue tops, gold pants for the Tigers. And there's the kick. Not too high, taking about the 10-yard line up to the 15, to the 20. Finds a little seam there to the 25, down at the 30-yard line. That's what the Oconee County Warriors will have it, 1st and 10.
You know, all last week, really the last 2 or 3 ball games, they've been heavy toward the right side, or actually you call it left, if you will. But Martinez again puts it down on the left number on the Oconee County sidelines at the 10-yard, and it's beginning to rain just a little bit down here, guys.
Don't get wet, Greg.
You know, sugar melts.
So do other things. We'll leave that alone. Right now, Max Johnson, the quarterback for Oconee County, will stand under center, something we haven't seen a whole lot of all year. He'll have a straight I formation behind him. Waits for the officials to step away from the ball. Tight end right, twins to this near side. Takes a snap, steps back, hands it to the tailback. He goes into the line, not a lot there. Maybe gets 2, 2nd and 8.
Hey, Jatavian Smith from his linebacker position came through the line, tripped him up. He'll fall forward for 2 yards, but really initially hit just behind the line of scrimmage by Smith. A little help on the bring down by Devin Hill and Andy Boykin.
So 2nd and 8 for Oconee County as we get things kicked off here in the state playoffs. Again, the only show in the state tonight on a Thursday night for Quad A at least. They'll send twins out here again to the near side. Back under center goes the quarterback Johnson. Back just to his right, an offset I. Steps back, hands the ball off to the tailback, who's hit hard at the line of scrimmage. That young man's name is he's number 24, Julian Ramirez.
You know, right now the Troup defense just playing straight up. Not a lot of stunting going on. Kind of a chess match, filling them out. You've got Khalif Thornton from his nose tackle just simply brought him down with no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Warriors from Oconee County.
My apologies. Benitez is that young man's name. Johnson gets the call from the sideline. They do huddle about 10 yards back. Break their huddle, make their way back to the line of scrimmage. Johnson will go under center, offset I behind him. Man wide to the right side. Tigers putting 7 up on the line of scrimmage. He steps back. He's going to pass the ball. Got a man in his face. Throws it out into the flats. And it's going to fall incomplete at the 35, so they'll bring it back and punt the ball away.
You know what? You hear the coaches telling them they've done a really good job at scouting them so far. Over, and the linebacker shifted toward the Oconee sidelines, and he's a left-handed quarterback, the big Johnson kid is. He rolls against his strong sort toward the Oconee sidelines, makes an attempt to throw it, and looked like Devin Hill and Ogletree is over there for the breakup.
Number 27, Jackson Manders is going to punt the ball away. Gets the kick. Nice kick. End over end. Taking it to 35 with a fair catch, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Well, that's a great sign, guys. We've held them 3 and out. That's how you want to start the game, and that's why the Tigers elected to defer to the second half. So what a great way to start this second season.
Well, you know, it's just kind of funny, Greg. We're starting at the 35. If they kicked it out of bounds on a kickoff, that's where the ball would be. No score in this ball game. 10:22 left to go in the first quarter of play, and here come the Tigers. Going to go with really wide splits. Tight twins to this near side. One man wide to the left. Hudson will stand back there about 5 yards behind his center. He'll back up the pass, looking, throws it way down the field. He's got a man up who's going to overthrow his intended receiver. So that'll fall incomplete.
So he had Thrash on a go route. You actually look at the formation. You had Trey Williams sitting up in an H-back position where he's just off the hip, outside hip of the right tackle. That would be Tyler Kitchens starting tonight for Michael Irvin, and Michael's still out.
Welcome back to our radio audience as we hand the ball off, go around the right side. Good job by Oconee County to sense that one out. Going to get about a yard up the field. We were incomplete on the first down. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Going back to that original go route by Thrash, excellent coverage by the corner from Oconee County in that he was really kind of got his hip in front of Thrash and just wouldn't let him burst open with his speed. And therefore, he never really could break away, and the ball landed about 5 yards in front of him down the field. So 3rd down and 9 for the Tigers.
2 men left. Hudson back to pass, looking, got some time. Now they're going to flush him out of the pocket, and a dangerous throw, almost picked off around the 50-yard line.
Well, his intended target was for Joko Willis, and Joko was actually, if he had caught it, would have been a 1st down, but he had to throw it. He was under pressure. He had to throw it down toward Joko's ankles because he was kind of pinned under coverage, but just not doing for the first series for the Tigers as they go 3 and out. And Mark Anthony Dixon will step back on about the 23-yard line for his punt.
Welcome back to our radio audience as we seem to be having a few technical difficulties as we start the game tonight. No score in this one. Tigers are 3 and out right now, going to have to punt the ball away. Stepping up, a good rush by Oconee County. Fair catch called for back at the 31-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and 10.
So on the previous series, they started on the 30, and they moved it up to the 33. Change of field position. The Tigers started on the 35 and really could only get a yard out of that offensive session. They punt, and Oconee will have their second possession from the 31-yard line.
So here comes Oconee County back out to the line of scrimmage. Back under center goes the quarterback, Johnson. Single back in the backfield this time, man wide left and right. He goes under center, puts a man in motion from the far side. Sets back, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws back across left. And did he catch that great? Yes, he did at the 45-yard line.
Number 27, a little slot receiver, kind of went down about 14 yards and cut it hard behind the linebackers. And he actually caught it behind him, and he sit down on his rear exactly on the 45-yard line. That'll be a 14-yard gain and a 1st down for the Warriors.
9-10 left to go here in the first quarter play. No score. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out. That's the first down of the ball game right there. Back under center goes Johnson. Offset eye again to the left side this time. Hand off into the line. Nothing doing there. That Tiger front line is very stout.
Jeremiah Holston came through from the left side of the defense, where he's a defensive end coming in. Actually, he's defensive tackle, giving Devin Hill a little bit of break. He comes in, makes a tackle in the backfield, but he's such a tall kid. He rolled forward for 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 as the ball is at the 47-yard line, close to midfield.
They're still in the huddle. Play clock down to 13 seconds. They're going to have to hurry once they get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and about 8. Johnson goes back under center, wing to the right side, offset eye to the right.
You got a big formation to the right side, Jack.
Yep, that's a tall sweep on the right side. And wow, he had a big formation of Tigers over there. Great job, including King Makuta on the tackle on the far side.
He'll pick up about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and actually be 3rd down and 5 as the ball's sitting on midfield stripe. But yeah, they loaded up the line. It was really a heavy load to the right, whereas they had 2 exterior linemen on the outside the tackle on the right side, and it had a slot back as well, trying to just overpower the Tigers over there on Jeremiah Holston's sideline and went with King Makuta. So this is a big down for the Tigers here early in the ball game.
I don't know if I'd be running towards Holston and Makuta. So I'm trying to pick up a 1st down. Twins left and right. Quarterback going to back up, has turn, throw a little, just a little seam route across the middle. It falls incomplete.
Number 27, they're wide
Slant,
out.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's actually set up between the numbers and the sidelines. He slants it hard with a slot back, runs down and kind of slants it outward about 12 yards down the field. It actually tipped off the tipped off the intended receiver's hands and almost was caught by the secondary receiver. But that'll bring up 4th down as their punter stands on the 36-yard line.
A little bit high, steps up, gets the kickoff.
Not a good kick.
No, much shorter than the previous one, but takes a great bounce for them down near the 5-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station. No score in this one. This is Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows. No matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years. And how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Trey Williams is going to get the call on a 1st down. He's going to get a 1st down for the Tigers as he goes around the right side. Great job of following his blocking as he moves. Actually, they'll be just short of the 1st down. 7:06 left to go here in the 1st quarter. Kobe and team looking back at the coaches. Now they get the call. He'll stand back there in the shotgun set. Twins to the left side. Hand off into the line. And I think they may have kept us from the 1st down, Greg. It looks like they stopped us up there.
Well, we may have actually lost a foot or two. Let's see where they spot the football. The marker's they're not going to move it. So it'll be 3rd and a good yard. So you really wanted the 2nd short was whether the kind that you wanted to try that pass play. But now that they ran it, you almost need to try to run the football again and pick up that yard, maybe 75 yards.
Get out of this end zone. Kobe's going to keep it, run around the right side. He's going to get it and go out of bounds near the 30. So 1st down and a lot more for the quarterback.
Well, that's what we needed. You know, we talked last week how we needed to get Kobe in the ball game, get him on a vertical route. He needed really for us to compete with Cartersville pregame. We were talking Kobe needed to at least run for 150-plus yards, and it was just there tonight. You know, they faked the play to Trey Williams off the right tackle. Kobe pulled it and went outside for about 18 yards.
Kobe once again will stand back in there with the tailback just to his left. Tailback's going to get the call, bounces to the outside. Little belly play. He's going to get about 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
You know, one of the things we were watching at pregame is that the Oconee County defensive line, you know, they're small. The biggest kid on there is 44, and he looks to be maybe 5'11", probably 260, 265 maybe. But they're cat quick. These guys are just flying all over the football. So we'll see if that maintains itself into the 2nd half.
Time continues to tick. Kobe with the back just to his right. Hands it off to him as he doesn't even bounce to the outside, just hits the hole hard. It's another 3 more yards up the field, brings up 3rd down. Carlisle will roll back in, and Williams was the ball carrier in that previous play. 25 seconds on the clock as it continues to take down. The play clock does.
Just talking with Michael Irvin on the sidelines. He's in a wheelchair with a broken ankle, so his year's over with.
Kobe fakes the handoff and almost picked off.
Actually, their defensive end, and we think about tallness. I'm 6 foot, and they may have one kid over 6 foot on the defensive line, but Kobe tried a little quick stab pass out to Thrash, who had stepped up about 5 yards, well within the 1st down range. He turns around, and the defensive end jumps up and just Kobe, I think it hit him in the face mask, really. Don't know that he could intercept because that ball was thrown real hard, but excellent play by the defensive end. So the Troup will be out for their 2nd punt.
Oh, we've had 2 punts in a ball game since Cartersville. Well, that's just last week, of course. Good snap, steps up. Actually, he has to run the ball, loses the ball, and Oconee County's going to get it down inside the 30.
All right, they have seen something on the scout because they've sent 2 guys both times we've punted hard on the left side of the defense, our right side. Now I'm not sure. I didn't catch to see who was out there on the right side, our tackle on the punt team. I just know that Michael Irvin would be normally in a situation like that, but they've spotted something and looked like Mark Anthony Dixon. By the time he looked up, they were in on him. He had no choice but to try to run it, and it looks like excellent field position from the 29-yard line of the Tigers.
Johnson, the quarterback, will go back under center. Offset eye behind him, turns around, will hand the ball off, tries to bounce it to the outside. Good pursuit by the Tigers, but he's going to get all the way up to the 26-yard line.
You know, it's kind of, I don't want to say funny, but, you know, the Tigers are really grabbing them in the backfield or right at the line of scrimmage, but instead of driving them back, they're just riding them down like a little pony, and they're allowing them to pick up 2 or 3 yards at a time. And so now it's 2nd and 7, which really should have been probably 2nd and 10.
Oconee County, very traditional the way they're running things. Taking their time in the huddle. Breakout. Twins go to the right side. Quarterback Johnson with the offset eye behind him. They'll take the snap. Actually, we're going to jump off sides and not going to give them the first down. But they'll move it up inside the 25 to the 21.
It'll probably be 2nd and 2. They'll probably spot the ball on about the 21-yard line is where it'll be. And you know, you didn't need that. We're already giving them a bad punt situation or bad attempted punt. So Tigers, you know, and they're playing well defensively. They got to play better this time for sure.
All right, so they roll the clock. Here we go. Taking their time in the huddle once again. Play clock down to 14. They're back up to the line of scrimmage down. Offset eye to the right side. Twins to the right side. Quarterback Johnson goes under center, turns. Going to hand the ball off in the line. He hits a hole. And ball comes loose. And did Oconee get back on it?
Oconee County got back on it. They'll spot the ball at the 9. Little trap that time and was able to hit the secondary. But when Devin Hill hit him, he fumbled the football. And Jordan Adams was trying his best to jump on it. Just couldn't quite do it. They jumped back on it. That'll be a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line on a recovered fumble.
So things moving their way now as they break the huddle. Back up to the line of scrimmage. 3:44 left to go in the first. No score. Oconee County knocking on the door. Johnson, the quarterback, puts a man in motion to the right side. Steps back, fakes the handoff. Looking. Got some people in his face. Thrown, caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oconee County.
He had slipped in from his offside, number 27, that caught the pass early and dropped it on his butt. But it looked like Nick Ligon and Jace Godwin really just got turned around. All of a sudden they realized he had snuck in behind them. Well, by the time they realized it was too late, and a touchdown about 8 yards inside the zone as they line up for the PAT. You know, I'm kind of watching the ebb and flow here the first few series, Jack, and it just looks like Oconee County. You know, you ever played that team that just kind of makes you play down to them? That's just the way it looks like they're doing. They're playing their game, and we just can't get in sync.
Well, in their third series, they scored touchdown 7-0 in favor of Oconee County as you listen to Troup High School Tiger Football playoff style on Eagle Sports.
Welcome to your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, where we work hard to get you the car you've been searching for. Our new and pre-owned selections are handpicked to provide the best in color, options, and financing that's right for you. We have a huge database of lenders to get you in the vehicle of your dreams. And Nissan of LaGrange has a world-class service department that's second to none. Come see why folks come from Atlanta, Columbus, and beyond to shop your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, 1050 Lafayette Parkway in beautiful LaGrange, Georgia.
Back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Tigers right now trailing Oconee County by a score of 7-0 as they've driven from about the 30-yard line, about a 70-yard drive, and they pick up a touchdown on just a quick pass from the quarterback Johnson to Jackson Manders. And now they'll be kicking off to the Tigers.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the Tigers respond. This is the 3rd time this year. Actually, the 4th time this year we've been down at least 1 touchdown to begin the game.
Ben Johnson is the kicker. He'll step up. Just a little short kick, high and taking over at the 25-yard line. We're going to run it from there to the 30, 35, and that's where they're going to stop. So the Tigers will have the ball from the 35-yard line to start off their 3rd series.
You know, we started from the 35-yard line on our first series when they had punted to us. That was Jamari Thrash. He picks the ball up on about the 24-yard line, is able to pick it up out to the 35. Good start. Something other than 3 and out, and really other than 6.
So here come the Tigers back off the line of scrimmage. Back to the line of scrimmage from the sideline. Put Twins out to this near side. Kobe takes his time getting his guys out there. Mark Anthony will be in the slot. He's going to go to the left side. He's going to keep the ball. Picks up 5, picks up right at 10-yard lines. That should be a first down for the Tigers.
Let's see if they move the chains. He may have gone out just as they dropped the flags, but let's see if they're going to spot it beyond the 45-yard line, and he had to get to the 45. So, well, no, they're going to bring it back to the 43. So it'll be 2nd and 2. So this is a perfect situation that if you want to try that go route, if you want to try, a little slant across the middle, 20 yards downfield, now's the time to do that, Jack.
Kobe instead will hand the ball off into the line, and we're going to pick up the first down up near the 50-yard line.
So we finally get some action. Looks like on the right side, Hunter Bass and Tyler Kitchens, along with J. Brody Messers, opening up some holes for Trey Williams, and he was able to pick up that first down. Actually, that was Tyree Carlisle on that carry. Be first down at the 50-yard line.
Hudson takes it, hands the ball off to his tailback, and he's going to crawl across the 50, get a couple extra yards there. That's going to be Carlisle again, the ball carrier.
Ball's in the center of the field between the hash marks. Tyree Carlisle took that handoff and was tripped and almost was able to, like you said, crawl or walk his way through there.
Kobe quickly throws the ball out to Thrash. Thrash gets to the 40, cuts back inside, falls backwards, but he's going to get the first down, though, near the 37.
Well, actually, you couldn't see it from your perspective, but they were pulling his pants. He had 2 defenders on him, and he actually had to sit down because they were about to pull his pants off, and they pulled him down to the field. So, but that picks up another first down for the Tigers.
Tigers moving the ball well now. Trips to the left side. Kobe takes it, fakes the swing, throws it out to the far side, up the middle of the field. Great running by the Tigers. Trying to see who that was.
Mark Anthony.
Yep.
Mark Anthony from his slot position just he takes one step hard and he stops and lets the other 2 wideouts, Yoko Willis and Jarrell Smith, do some planning, and he takes the stab pass and really picks up 9 yards.
This time it's going to be a handoff to the left side. Great job again of running by Tyree Carlisle. He's still on his feet after he's picked up the first down to the 20-yard line.
Off on that left side behind J. Brody Messer and Gabe Hubbard. Open up some holes over there. And Colby Harry, we're glad to see Colby back this week, full time to start the game and play some significant time. He's been bothered by back spasms, but he's back there helping open up some holes.
There's the snap. Right back to Carlisle, who finds a great hole into the 10-yard line, inside the 10, maybe to the 8.
I mentioned big Colby Harry. He just turned right around and opened up a big hole. He and Hubbard for Tyree Carlisle, and lets Carlisle get down inside the 15 down to what do you say he's at now, Jack? I'm moving my way down the field.
About the 8-yard line. There's a timeout called on the field. They take one. We'll take one as well. 7-0 in favor of Oconee County, but the Tigers knocking on the door. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Than a scratch. So now what do? Well, you carry it to the Rexperts, Precision Auto Body in LaGrange. They are a color match specialist and will wow you with the quality of the job because they have a downdraft spray booth and the experts who know how to use it. So call and get a free estimate. They will handle the insurance company paperwork and fix your car so you're happy and back on the road. Call Precision Auto Body in LaGrange at 706-884-9292. That's 706-884-9292.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football. My thanks to lots of our friends who are listening out there tonight. Shannon Lawson. Loves hearing you, Greg. She said it's just great having you in her ear.
I can fool them once or twice.
There you go. Kobe stands in there, takes the snap, turns, hands the ball off to the right side. We bounce it out, get inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. First and goal for the Tigers.
Tyree Carlisle just right up behind J. Brody Messer and I want to say Hunter Bass. And they're opening up some holes. Both sides of the offensive line, guys. We've done a really good job at mixing up the pass and run game this particular session. First and goal from the 4.
Kobe takes it and goes right back to Carlisle on the right side. Gets to the corner, turns inside, hits one guy hard, goes in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
You got big Gabe Hubbard standing over here. He came from his left side and pulled across to help these guys push him into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Tyree Carlisle at the 1-minute, 6-second mark of the first quarter, awaiting Helson Martinez extra point to tie this ball game up.
An important extra point to come by Martinez. And he has been money all season long. Waits for it. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. We've tied it up 7-7 here in the first quarter of play. Not a lot of time left. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station as you listen to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Rogers Barbecue in LaGrange has been locally owned since 1945, and they have daily lunch specials for only $7.29, and that includes your drink and dessert. Tuesday night from 5 to close is all-you-can-eat ribs, and Thursday's all-you-can-eat catfish, and with their Brundrick stew is famous throughout the region. They proudly serve only U.S. farm-raised catfish, so dine in or use a convenient drive-thru Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange. So come join the crowd at Rogers Barbecue.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
7-7 is our score. We're in the first quarter of play. 1:06 left to go here in the first quarter. Greg, that was a great drive. You mentioned that mixed up the pass, the short pass with the run. Carlisle was just a man possessed in that drive.
Well, you know, Trey Williams had taken a break, but Tyree Carlisle, you're right. He just, every time he touched the ball, you could just see he was ready to explode forward, and that's what you need. You need to have that attitude change and say, you know what? We're not getting beat this series. We're gonna push it in your throat, and that's what they did, and all the players every time, kickoff team, receiving team, defense, offense, they all got to get focused and fired up.
There's the kick. High kick. Good one. Take it back to the 11-yard line, up to the 20, 25. Meets up with the wall. Fighting his way. Gets a little burst to the outside across the 30. They'll have it about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10.
Zy Varner, number 9, actually made the initial hit, and the receiver bounced off of Zy, and he kicked him to the outside, and he was able to pick up another 3 or 4 yards. But he's out to the 30-yard line. Very familiar territory with the Warriors from Oconee County. They've been starting each of their possessions on the 30 or 31-yard line.
We're down to a minute left to go in this first quarter play. Tied up 7-7. This is what playoff football is supposed to be. Two good teams matching up, giving it their best. Long snap count for Oconee County. Quarterback steps up, hands the ball off to the line, and not a lot there once again.
Right up the middle. We've got our first flag of the game, guys, as the line judge here on the 30-yard line throws the flag up. I don't know if it's going to be line up off sides, and it may be. They're going to spot the ball on the 31-yard line. But let's see what the call is going to be. It's holding.
So actually now both teams will have a penalty. The Tigers had an earlier offsides call.
All right, so Coach Glisson's telling the referee, look, I want to decline that, so it'll be 2nd down, and they'll give him the gain. So it'll be 2nd down and about 9 for Oconee County Warriors.
Coach playing the long game here, wants to make sure we get a chance to hold them, get the field position that we want. Since we already had a good stop.
My bad, 2nd and 10 for Oconee. You kind of gotta expect. You got these two little nifty receivers out here.
Quarterback going to back up and hand the ball off to the right side, and we hit him hard. He may get another yard up the field, but the Tigers coming out well played on that left side for the Tigers.
Well, again, you got Jeremiah Holston, Khalif Thornton, and Jatavian Smith. And, of course, Makuta had really caused the pileup as he had dove into the ground, and all the Warriors just kind of piled up, and it was hard to get over that mound. And it's now 3rd down and 9 for the Warriors from Oconee County as there's 1 second left. That'll end the quarter.
That will end it. 7-7 is your score at the end of the first quarter play. They'll take a break. We'll take 60 seconds back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
D&D Towing and Automotive, located at 3140 West Point Road, LaGrange, Georgia. Boy, they do a terrific job offering 24-hour towing. They'll tow from anywhere. And, of course, in terms of automotive, they handle virtually everything, any size, including diesel. Yeah, you're going to like Todd and Dusty. Nice guys doing terrific business all over East Alabama and West Georgia. T&D Towing and Automotive, 706-668-6547.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football, and we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football as the quarterback Max Johnson will back up and throw a really ugly pass over to the left side, way over his intended receiver's head.
And he was a tall receiver as well. I thought Ogletree, from his corner position, actually might have had a beat on that, and maybe it's glory of back in when in Columbus when he had a pick six. I know his, and I'm way over here, but I know his eyes got wide. Thrash will be standing back on the 29-yard line to receive the punt from Oconee County.
Tigers coming after this one. But he gets the kickoff. Thrash is going to bounce back away from it as it takes just a short hop, actually back the Tigers' way at the 40, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. I want to tell you again about the Georgia High School Association. They'd like to thank their corporate sponsors for their valuable support of high school athletics and activities. The Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, the U.S. Army, Gatorade, Wilson, Atlanta Hawks, Mizuno, Easy Go, Sports Medicine South, Atlanta Track Club, NFHS Network, Regions Bank, and Georgia Public Broadcasting.
Go Army! Go North Georgia! Go Scott Hicks! Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Well, of course. Hudson, the Region Player of the Year, actually Quad A Player of the Year, stands in there, waits for the snap, turns, fakes the handoff, throws across the middle to a wide open receiver at the 40, 30, down the line 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tigers!
A little zone blocking up front by the offensive line. The defensive line didn't know what to react to. Joko Willis is on a nice little slant from the Oconee sidelines, right behind the linebackers. He takes it in stride, and a 60-yard touchdown reception. Hudson to Willis, touchdown Tigers to start this second quarter.
This is a little more like it, Greg. This is what we expected by this Tiger offense.
That's really something that we haven't seen from the Tigers in a couple of games. Just the nice feel of a 60-yard touchdown reception.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-7 is your score. We're in the second quarter play. 11:37 left to go. 30 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is the big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
It'll hurt you a little bit on time of possession, but a play like that sure does help as the Tigers go up 14-7 now in this big playoff game to start off the playoffs for the Troup High School Tigers. Of course, Rowe County as well. Now that was the Tigers 1, 2, 3. That was their 4th time of the ball in this contest, and they've scored on 2 of those. Punted to actually a muff punt, and then a punt earlier. So now Oconee County will get the ball as we get ready to kick it off.
I've moved down here to the range where Helson normally kicks it. Nice high kick.
Taking it to 10, up 15, 20. Finds a little seam there at the 30, but hit hard and knocked down at the 30-yard line. Knocked forward a little bit.
I tell you, we're sitting here, Jabraylon Gooden and King McCoo just absolutely lit up the air that time. Wow. Unfortunately, the runner went the inside of him, but man, once again, Oconee will start at the 32-yard line. They've started at the 30, the 31, the back to the 32-yard line on their 4 possessions.
Jatavian Smith able to bring him down on that last kickoff. So now here comes Oconee, the Warriors, trailing the Tigers 14-7 right now. 11:31 left to go in the first half of play. They'll send twins to the left side. Johnson, the quarterback, will have a wing to his left. Single back to the backfield. Tigers loading the front line right now, expecting run. Instead, he's going to roll out, looking, throws it downfield. Got a man wide open. Tigers going to jump up. Jump ball, we got it. And brought down. Actually, the ball's still moving around over there, but looks like the Tigers have made an interception on the far side.
Well, I just talked to Alonzo Ogletree on the sidelines. He said, I'm fixing to get me a pick, and he did just that. But what he also did, when he was going down, he saw Nick Ligon. He thought, before I hit the ground, I'm going to ladder it to Nick, and he did. We're lucky that didn't turn into a mishap. But the Tigers, first play from the line of scrimmage for the Oconee Tigers here in the second quarter. Ogletree intercepts.
One of the things you do over and over and over again in practice is the tip drill. The ball's bouncing around there trying to get it up, and that's exactly what happened. So who was the penalty against, Greg? I missed that.
I'm sorry, one time. I had to congratulate Ogletree. He said he was going to get a pick, and he got a pick.
Did you catch who the penalty was against?
I'm sorry, I was moving down. I didn't realize there was a penalty, but the Tigers will have it on the 31-yard line. Are you saying that
it was against the Tigers?
I didn't catch it, unless, of course, it had something to do with that lateral, and or it could have been a face mask or holding at that time, because I was down on the other sidelines and which saw the celebration, but I didn't see a penalty.
I think we may have the celebration may have been the issue. It will be Tigers' ball from the 30-yard line. Play clock has not stopped. They had to move the chains, get them in the right spot. Now we're ready to go. Tigers will start from the 30. So as you mentioned, Greg, from the 32 to the 30 on this side now. And this play is whistle dead. They're still trying to get things settled here. I don't think there's a penalty. I think we just don't have everything ready to go.
No, the side judge over on the Oconee side, the line judge is blowing his whistle. He's confused. He looked at the referee. Referee blows his whistle, and they're ready to go trying to kick this ball in play.
Only the third penalty in this ball game for either team. So playing pretty clean ball between the two. Hudson takes it. Looking at a swing move. Now he's going to throw across the middle. Thrash is down there, but he's going to overthrow him. He did a great job of getting away from the guys defending him. And Kobe doing a good job of looking him away. In fact, he had a little swing pass out here to the near side, but instead it'll fall incomplete, bring up second down.
So on here on the sidelines, Coach Copeland and some of the coaches are giving him some cues, and so Thrash is on the numbers, and Mark Anthony Dixon's on the hash. Well, what that tells Thrash is to take it to center field and try to break away, and he did. They're double covered and having a hard time breaking away at center field, but.
Now they'll hand off into the line, bounces to the right side. Almost a first down, just short of the 40-yard line.
Man, that's really the first time we've seen Trey Williams come out of. He came to life. He came up behind Tyler Kitchens and Hunter Bass and just shot through that line for about 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Tigers.
Twins left and right. Back to Hudson. Hudson cuts it back to this near side. Going to get the first down. Not a whole lot more, but good job of getting the first down.
Well, good eye for what he needed to do. He was one of those, he decided to go ahead and take it himself. He fakes it to Williams out of the backfield. He starts to roll toward the Oconee sideline, decides better of it. He comes back toward the Tiger sideline at center field and picks up his first down.
Hudson once again stands in there, hands the ball off, and Oconee County a little bit better job at the line of scrimmage. They're going to stop us for a gain of only 2.
Trey Williams took the handoff right up the middle, and Jay Brody Messer is telling me on the sidelines earlier that he's got the big all-star guy. Number 44 is one of the only players on their team, on the Oconee County Warriors team, to be selected to the Georgia-Alabama All-Star team. So
Darian Goodrum.
And Jay Brody's looked at that himself as a personal challenge to keep that guy blocked.
Of course. Twins left and right once again.
They're going to give him 3 on that one, Jack.
2nd and 7. Kobe back to pass. Lots of time. Now he's going to run a little delay up the middle. Going to get to the 50. Short of the first down. It's 3rd down.
That'll make it 3rd and 4 for the Tigers.
I think you need just a beat more to let that pocket form around him a little bit more before going upfield.
I think the Tigers are all excited right now. And it looks like Kobe Hudson is talking to the back judge. There must be something on one of the players' uniforms, because Kobe said he got scratched up on it, and so they're looking at the kid's uniform now. He's tucking it in now is what's happening. So he must have, his belt or something must have got tripped out. But 3rd down for the Tigers.
Kobe waits on it, takes it, sweep with him to the outside. Going to turn the corner at the 50, and they're going to stack him up. We're going to be short of the first down on that one, Greg.
That was one of those things where it was a design run from Kobe. They're trying to get him more active in the ball game. He picks up 2. It'll be 4th down and 2. But in my mind, and I'm standing down here on the 32-yard line, and he's out at the 50, the 49-yard line. He probably should have just continued his pursuit toward the Troup sidelines. He might have picked up a first down.
Trying to bring him off. Kobe looks back to the sideline. They're going to continue to go for it. Hudson takes it, hands it off, and we're hitting the backfield. They're going to stop us as we just get across the 50.
Well, you got to give that on the offensive line. You've got Tyler Kitchens, who's starting for the first time in a long time. He's a sophomore, and they kind of overpowered. Maybe we should have run that ball on the left side behind Gabe Hubbard and I want to say Hunter Bass, but at any rate, we didn't gain it. They hit us at the line of scrimmage. Could have gone. You figure Trey Williams was on the roll that time. Tyree Carlisle needed a little rest on that series. Oconee County takes over on their own 48-yard line.
14-7 is your score in favor of the Tigers. Oconee County now has the ball. 8:35 left to go in this first half of play. Quarterback Johnson under center. Offset eye behind him. Hands the ball to the tailback, who's taking him from behind. A loss of 2.
King Makuta from his right defensive end position absolutely hammered. Got in the backfield before the tailback even received the football. He's tackling for a 2-yard loss. They're going to call it a yard loss, but anytime you can get Makuta in that backfield to make the play, that is wonderful. 2nd down and 11 for the Warriors.
Again, they're starting with great field position from the 48. Twins this near side. Tied into the left side. They put a man in motion back the other way. Johnson turns, hand off on the line. He's upended. Wow, upended after a gain of only a yard. Maybe got a 2 yards out of that, so bring up 3rd down and 9.
Kevin Martin from his linebacker position read it beautifully. Him and Jordan Adams and Royce White. You talk about Royce White. I've mentioned him, but just a sophomore, probably in 6'3", where Makuta's 6'4". So Royce is going to be one of the stars of the future for the Tigers. You bet on that. But you've got also Monte Hall at right tackle in there. So you got a couple of young guns in there today.
Johnson changes up, goes to the shotgun. A short shotgun, only about 4 yards behind his center. Takes it, looks to pass, throws it across the middle. Falls incomplete.
Wow, you had the big number 9 who missed it earlier. He does a little hard slant, and Kevin Martin from his linebacker position literally hit him. Beautiful form tackle. About the time the ball set there, knocked the ball out of his hands and put him on his back. Beautiful form tackle. It's nice to see that.
So it brings up 4th down. They're going to have to punt the ball away. Thrash will stand back at the 20-yard line. All right, so we can't quit playing music. I didn't know that we were, but I guess I can't really hear things up here. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Steps up, gets the kickoff. A little bit better kick. Fair catch called for. And Ricky, actually called it. Now he called it. It starts to run. I guess he forgot what he was doing there. But they don't tackle him. The ball will be at the 16-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
He was certainly thinking that he called a fair catch. But as the ball hit the ground and it bounced up in the air, he thought, well, it's a live ball. And he just really needed to catch it and leave it alone because he had already said, hey, I'm not going to run it if I possess the football. It's not just catching the football, but if I possess the football, I still can't run it. The Tigers start from the 17-yard line.
Not their worst field position so far tonight, Craig. So from the 17, Hudson will have a single back in the backfield with him. Take the snap, hand it off, back up the line of scrimmage across the 20, down to about the 24-yard line, 2nd down.
He'll pick up about 7-8 hard yards on that, and that's what we like to see. They'll give him 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Carlisle, and I just mentioned, but it'd be nice to see them running on the left side behind Colby Harry and Gabe Hubbard, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Twins left and right. Hudson goes right back to the same play pretty much. They're going to pick up the 1st down across the 30, still on his feet to the 33.
See, that'll pick up another 10, 12 yards out, like you said, out to the 33-yard line. The 1st down, 2 plays in a row right behind big Gabe Hubbard and Colby Harry. It's almost like, hey, challenge me, coach. Let's make this happen.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage are the Tigers, and a timeout call from the far side. The coaches in the booth do not like that call. They do not want that, but that's okay. Timeout call. Let's take a timeout as well. 30 seconds back to the station. You listen to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day. And you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com because your smile is very important and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, now at 2 locations, 114 Calumet Center in LaGrange and 100 College Street in Hogansville.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to High School Tiger football. Tigers leading 14-7 over Oconee County in the first round of the Quad A playoffs. 6:29 left to go in this first half. Tigers have the ball. Ball rests about the 33-yard line. First down for them. Twins left and right as usual. Kobe calls for it. Turns, hands the ball off. Good hole across the 40. Still his feet to the 45-yard line. And a first down, Tigers.
Hey, give credit to J. Brody Messer and taking 44 and moving him out of the way to create that 18-yard gain for Tyree Carlisle over the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Tigers hitting on all cylinders here. Right back to the same play. Going to stop us up a little bit. But, hey, you stop us up, we're still going to get 3, maybe 4 yards off it. Actually, they're going to give us almost 5 to the 50.
You know, it looked like a rugby match there, Jack, as they're all piled up in the middle. But we'll still pick up 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6 for the Tigers.
Kobe will have Trey Williams in the backfield with him this time. Thrash will be wide to this near side. Kobe steps up. 11 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap, turns, hands off in the line. Another first down across the 45-yard line.
Wow.
Actually, just short, I'm sorry.
As Trey Williams went through the line, as he was being tackled on the 45-yard line of the Oconee County Warriors, it looked like a guy had his face mask, and but there no flags. But been a good game as far as flag goes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Once more, the handoff, we're going to get just what we need to get a first down. So the drive continues, and time off the clock. The more time our offense is out there, the less time we have to worry about them scoring.
We got 5 minutes and 21 seconds left in the second quarter. We get the ball back to start the third quarter, sure. So we would like to take this on in and certainly go into halftime at least 21-7, up 2 touchdowns.
Kobe fakes the handoff, swings it out. Incomplete on the far side. It is intended for Jarrell Smith.
It was a forward pass as I'm down here standing behind the players on the 48-yard line. And when Kobe grabbed it and turned and flipped it, it came out of his hands like a wounded duck. It just wobbled. And, yeah, there you go. Thanks for the sound effects. But you can tell that the ball's a little slick as I'm looking up in the lights. It's been misting, a light mist this entire first half. So you know there's a little dampness on that football.
There's a snap. Handoff on the left side. Has some good running yards. We're getting a good surge off the line, but their linebackers are coming in, making some good tackles.
Big Colby Harry was blocking his man to the inside, and the outside defensive end was just left alone. He darted in and grabbed Carlisle's ankles, let him get 2 yards, but it'll be 3rd and 8. So big down here for the Tigers. Really like to keep this drive alive. And, you know, not so sure that we're not in 4-down territory the way the defense is playing.
Well, we were earlier, right about midfield. So Kobe going to run the ball as they had good coverage on us. He's going to get down near the 35-yard line, short of the first down.
They're going to mark him down to the 37-yard line. He's got to get down to about the 33. So it'll be 4th and 4 for the Tigers, and they intend on going for it here. They have all 3 of their timeouts left, where Oconee County only has 1 timeout left. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. The clock's running. Let's see what the Tigers can dream up. Pretty disciplined defensive line if they try to draw them off sides.
They don't. They're going to fake the handoff. Kobe throws across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Bounces off him. He was there, but it just falls incomplete.
You're right, Jack. He threw it only where Joko Willis could catch it, and that was down around his knees. And Joko, as he was going down to catch the football, and I'm going to ask Joko if the wetness of the football had anything to do with it, but as he hits the ground, the ball pops out. Otherwise, that would have been a first down for the Tigers.
So 3:59 left to go in the first half. Tigers leading 14-7. Oconee County with another defensive stand against the Tigers as we've driven it right to about here twice. Johnson, the quarterback for Oconee County, goes under center, turns, hands the ball off, and he's hit well after a gain of net 1. You know, that's a well that they're not getting anything out of, Greg.
They have seen the Cedartown film, and they have seen the Cartersville. They scouted us last week. So they'll know that occasionally we're vulnerable up the middle, but I believe the coaches have made an adjustment this past week in practice, and so far that's been fixed with the Oconee County running game.
You know, we mentioned that's one of the things about a loss can do for you is make you kind of find those flaws, those little places where you need to improve getting into the playoffs, and maybe that's one of the places. Wing left, offset I to the left side. This tends to be a sweep, and that's what it's going to be. And, wow, he is rocked. His world is rocked once again. Now, they get him to the 41, maybe 42-yard line. That'll bring up third down.
Makuta makes the initial hit. Jatavian Smith comes in on the backside and lays him down. He'll pick up maybe 2-3 yards. It'll be third down and 6. We're calling it 5 from the press box, but it looks more like a long 5. Clock is still running. 2:53 left to go into halftime. Your Tigers up by 1 touchdown, 14-7.
They'll break the huddle with 11 seconds left to go on the play clock. Twins to this near side. Offset I to the right. Quarterback Johnson goes under center. Will fake the handoff. Got some pressure. Going to get him all the way down to the 20-yard line. Ball's loose. Pick it up and walk in. Yes! Touchdown, Tigers.
Andy Boykin would not be denied. King Makuta tackle him in the backfield. Boykin picks the ball up, goes in for the touchdown. Tigers.
Scoop 6 for the Tigers. The quarterback Johnson just needed to lay down, but he would not. Kept going. He was planted at the 20. Ball comes out, rolls all the way towards the end zone. We pick it up, walk in, touchdown, Tigers.
You know Boykin's going to be celebrating touchdown of his high school career. It couldn't have come at a better time.
Great time for it to happen. We were talking about one to go in, 21-7, and right now we're, after that kick, that's where we are, 21-7 with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in this first half of play. Let's take a timeout. You listen to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
A Southern tradition since 1945, that's Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House. You can find them at 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange. So when you're ready for lunch, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., come to Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House for meat, 2 vegetables, and a bread, dessert, and drink for only $7.29. That's a big lunch for a small price. So when you're ready for a delicious barbecue and only U.S. farm-raised catfish, make your way to 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange for Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House for a great meal.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back as a lot of fans texting us. Excited about that last play. My wife wondering if she can get a double scoop and score. Let's get another one on down the line. Good to see that defense helping out the offense and scoring in this one. 21-7 is your score. Tigers leading Oconee County.
Hey, you fans, listen to us out there. I've got 1 or 2 that's texting me saying we're cracking up, and technology-wise, I know we crack up a lot, but still, let us know if we're sounding good.
There's the kick, a little short. Actually, he's going to reverse his field. Tries to find his wall. Left, right, bound down. Short of the 20. That's the best job we've done on the kickoff coverage.
Hey, you know what we did that time different than we've done before? Helson Martinez, for the last 4 or 5 ball games, everything he kicks has been down around the 10-yard line on the left side. That time he decided to kick it on the 8-yard line on the Oconee County side. Totally surprised them. Had great pursuit from the coverage team. He has to come all the way across the field. He picks up maybe 6 yards out to the 16-yard, or 8 yards out to the 16-yard line. Their worst field positions all night.
So here comes Oconee County back to the line of scrimmage. They've got 2:20 to work with, 21-7 in favor of the Tigers. Johnson, the quarterback, turns, hands the ball off in the line. He'll get maybe 4 out of that one, 2nd and 6.
They're going to give him out to the 20 and a half. So you're right. They're going to give him maybe 4.5 yards. I see the white hat looking this way. I'm looking. I don't.
Timeout call.
Okay, good.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. 30 seconds back to the stations. Tigers leading 21-7 on Eagle Sports.
Hey folks, TLDD, Todd Parrish here with Kia LaGrange. This October we're going pink for breast cancer awareness. For each new car sold, we'll be donating a portion of our sales to Hope for a Day. This month's featured vehicle is a 2019 Kia Forte FE 6-speed. And yep, it's a rule breaker, a limit pusher. It's style and value rolled into fun. Drive out in yours today for only $15,988. Shop our complete inventory at any time online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stock number 110922. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Warman, Greg Hicks live here from Callaway Stadium. We're the first round of the Quad A playoffs. First round and the first game in the whole playoffs, as we're the ones playing on Thursday night here. We'll talk about some of the other games that will take place tomorrow night, including one that Greg is going to cover outside of the Tigers. Tigers almost jumped, but step back. Handoff going around the left side. He's upended. He'll go to the 29-yard line. They'll be short of the first down.
See, Tigers calls a quick timeout. You know, they had 3. Now they've down to 1. They just used a quick another timeout. So trying to get that ball back at 2:09 left until halftime. They're going to spot the ball, Jack, on the 24-yard line. They've got to get to the 27 for a first down. So it'll be 3rd and 3. Big down here for the Tigers.
It is, Greg. So I'm really excited, though, about seeing the defense step up and get into the scoring. We had some pick sixes early off of the season, but the defenses are just, fumbles and that sort of thing. Haven't really caused them the past few games like we'd like to. It's nice to see them step up, and that'll be a nice little extra added bonus to these ball games as we go into the playoffs.
Absolutely. You figure the Tigers have been playing pretty good on the ground against the run defensively, and for the most part, pretty good against the pass. He's only attempted maybe 4 or 5 passes. I know he's completed 2, and 2 passes that he's completed have been significant completions for the first down. So you got to watch that little slot back, number 27 particularly, sliding in behind the linebackers for a 5 or 6 yard pass reception. So got to be careful of something like that as here we go.
That's Jackson Manders. He's the one that scored the touchdown for Oconee County. Johnson back under center. He's looking at 3rd down and about 3. Long snap, cap turns, hands the ball in from the line. He is going to be close. I think he's going to get it.
He's going to have his first down by a yard. They actually brought in 2 tights, but they stepped them back in a wing formation. So it's a different formation the Tigers have seen, and they just simply blew it right up the middle against the Tiger defense, as I was saying, how well they've done on defense against the run, and they just made a dummy out of me.
Well, they didn't take much. But the Tigers
it only took 3 yards.
It's only 3 yards. We can take 3 yards. Tall sweep going around the left side. Actually, look, he's still in his feet. He's breaks some running room to the 40, down to the 45-yard line. And, wow, that's almost a touchdown-saving tackle there, Greg.
Well, yeah, it is. And what the Tigers is, that was one of those things. Everybody's hustling. But what happens is, oh, I got him. Nah, you can get him. Oh, you didn't get him. I better go get him. And that's what happened. Just simply a loss of focus as the ball – 1:37, the clock's still ticking. That's another first down for Oconee.
Johnson steps back, hands off a little draw play, gets to the 50-yard line. They're getting a little momentum behind them. They want to go in before halftime and get some points.
That'll pick up about 4. And it'll be 2nd and 6 as the clock runs inside a minute and 20 seconds now. Tigers really need a big play to happen here. That's we talk about. We want to stop them, but we would just love to get the ball back with just a few seconds left, at least try to, if the coaches wanted to try to go to the end zone. But right now, defense could really come up with another big play similar to what they had the last possession.
Twins to this near side. Johnson with an offset. Actually, from the shotgun snap, he's going back up to pass, looking, throws it all the way down the field. Has a receiver wide open there. It was kind of center field. He catches it at the 15.
You could see that coming from the Troup sidelines as their big number 7 was in a slot position. And he just ran down about 20 yards and cut it right into the zone. We were actually in a cover 2, so we went to both thirds of the field, and the center field was wide open. And when that happened, it was wide open. He caught it, fell down on he's on the 14-yard line for Oconee.
West Weeks is the young man's name. Back to pass once again is the quarterback Johnson. He makes they make a reception down at the 6-yard line.
They winding the clock. 30 seconds to go. Oconee County's trying to hustle up. Tigers have really got to tighten up on defense. This kid's pretty accurate on this little 6-yard slants.
We got nobody on the slot, man. They're going to spike it to stop the clock. And the Tigers really aren't lining up anybody on the coverage of the slot man on that last position. I'm glad that that stopped the play. No timeout. Play clock begins again. It's to 23. Only 22 seconds left to go in the quarter, but Oconee County with one big play down at the 15, and then another quick reception gets them the ball inside the 10.
22 seconds, as you said, Jack. Both teams still have one timeout left if they need it, as we've got 22 seconds. Huge play here for the Tigers, 3rd and 3.
1. That's going to be a delay of game.
It sure is, and I was standing on the 4-yard line, which is where they had to go to a first down. That's going to back them up. Now, instead of 3rd and 3, it's going to be 3rd and 8. But, you know, when you're down here in this little short field, it'll change the play call a little bit. Tigers gives them a little bit of extra breathing room. But still huge play for the Tigers.
Secondary's got to play well here. They've been loading up the line, and the secondary hasn't had a lot to do. But they've had a couple of wide-open receivers. They'll have to make some adjustments at halftime on that. 22 seconds, as we mentioned, left to go. 21-7. Oconee County back to the line of scrimmage. And wide left and right. Single back in the backfield. Wing left. He backs up to pass. Just a one-step. Throws it to the corner. Caught. And he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Oconee County, here at the end of the first half.
I have to agree with Coach Glisson. He's standing on the sidelines like, what? That big, tall number 9 that caught the football literally just pushed off on Ogletree. When I say pushed, he shoved him and jumped up into the air. We really thought 4 or 5 flags would throw, but no flags threw, so that'll go as a touchdown at the 17-second mark.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 21-14 with 17 seconds left to go. Let's keep it here, Greg.
I'm actually, because Glisson's going to get his quarter's worth out here. He's pointing to the back judge. He says, hey, guy, look, you didn't see this? I'm sitting way over here, and I saw him push off. Everybody saw him push off. All the Tiger fans saw him push off. And all the Oconee fans saw him push off, but they got real quiet because, they didn't want anybody to know about it. But, yeah, he's I think the back judge is the only guy that didn't see it, or at least he chose not to call it. Yeah. So
Coach is trying to let him know from the far side, but he's rather stoic and not even paying attention to Coach.
Coach G, he'll get his money's worth out of when he gets down to these officials for sure. Hey, there's 17 seconds. Tigers up 21-14.
We just run it back.
Well, I'm thinking quick sick. Kevin Eckelberg told me earlier that we're going to have a 94-yard kickoff. A 94-yard touchdown run. He didn't really specify if it was a kickoff return. So let's see what happens.
They haven't really kicked it into the end zone either. They've kicked it fairly short. 21-7 left to go. We've got 17 seconds left to go in this first half of play. He steps up. Gets a little very short kick over to the left side. That's going to go out of bounds. They'll bring it up to 35. No time goes off the clock. The Tigers will have a full 17 seconds, 2, maybe 3 plays. Greg, that's usually your math about there as we start talking about how long a play takes.
You average 6 seconds a play. So, we can get at least 2 plays. And if you're going to go to the end zone, you're probably only going to get 2 plays. 17 seconds. But I promise you.
Oh, well, actually, we're going to have them back up and kick it again, Greg.
Well, we'll take that then. Because, that is an option.
When you've got explosive returners like we have, that's not a bad choice.
Now, you're right about that. Coach is working on it right now. Because I promise you,
he's still eyeballing that official back on the 10.
He hadn't quit yelling yet, and he's giving this back judge an earful, and he was smiling earlier. Not Coach Glisson with the back judge, but I think Coach Glisson's getting his ear. He don't need to smile anymore because everybody knows that was a missed call right there.
They're going to whistle that dead for a second.
So Oconee County is going to call their last timeout.
All right, they're going to take it. Let's go ahead and take 30 seconds back to the station. Tigers leading 21-14 over Oconee County on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game.
For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back. Greg, is the officials' locker room on the far side or this near side? Because that official's going to be caught by Coach Glisson one way or the other.
Well, I'm getting extra knowledge from Coach Pleasance here. I appreciate that, because some people think I know it all, but I really don't. And I appreciate coaches like Pleasance and Schweitzer educating me a little bit about what each of the back judges were looking for. And really, you had one guy in that corner looking to make sure he was in, and really it's the responsibility of this guy on this side of the field to see if he's looking for any kind of interference, and that's why Glisson's getting all on him right now.
Line drive, Tigers going to fall on it, so maybe only a second off the clock. Actually, not at all. So 17 seconds. We get 5 more yards up the field, so actually 6. So ball's at the 41, actually 42.
Well, you figure average of 6 seconds per play. We got at least 2, depending on what we want to try to do with it. I would be surprised if we just go and just settle, take a knee and go. I really think the Tigers want to try to do something, at least try to on a go route. End it exciting. We do get the ball back to start the second half, but let's see what Coach Holt draws up for the Tiger offense right now.
They're in a prefit defense, only 3 men on the line of scrimmage. So watch that we might not hand it off going around that right side to the short side of the field.
Well, we still have 1 timeout left, so keep that in mind, that if we get down in field goal range and get to in center field, we can always call that timeout.
Fake the handoff. Kobe's going to keep it. Ducks inside, ducks outside, cuts to the 50, goes out of bounds, across the 50 at the 48-yard line.
All right, that play took 7 seconds. It's 10 seconds left until halftime. Kobe picks up about 12 yards. That'll move the chains. He runs out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Oconee County. Again, 6 more seconds. That play took 7. So even if it takes 7 seconds and we can get down, maybe a pass play to get us down, either a touchdown or close enough for Helson Martinez. He kicked a 36-yard field goal last week. Actually, I think more like a 42-yard. He kicked 36 against Ridgeland, so he's capable of kicking them from 40 yards.
Kobe calls for it. We'll keep the ball again. Goes to the corner. Turns upfield. He's at the 40. Goes down.
Right, he's
got to call timeout right there as he crosses the 40 at the 38.
That was really a good move by Kobe, but number 4, their cornerback, tripped him up where he could not get out of bounds. If he could get out of bounds, then we could have perhaps stopped the clock and still had our timeout. But as a result, the ball's going to be marked down at the 39-yard line. That'll be about a 50-yard. There's no way Helson Martinez can kick it that far. So with 4 seconds, you got to assume that the Tigers, hey, they may surprise us and take a knee, or they may try to go to the end zone. I'm going to walk down to the other side just in case, because either way, I want to try to get an interview with Coach Glisson.
That little slant that we had earlier would probably be wide open in this prevent defense. They're going to have some guys way back on us.
And then you got to worry about yards after catch, whether it be Joko or Jamari or even Mark Anthony Dixon, or it could be Jarrell Smith. We have not really thrown to Jarrell. Maybe he's a target you look at. Maybe Oconee County's not expecting that. But if you're going to throw it underneath, you better get some yards after catch.
Joko wide to this near side, trips to the right. And here we go. Let's see what happens in the last play of the first half of play. Kobe back, lots of time, looks, throws it down towards the end zone, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that'll end the first half of play.
Joko Willis was pushed out of bounds by number 4, so 21-14 is your halftime score. Let me see if I can get caught up here with Coach Glisson.
Unless he's chasing that official on the far side.
All right, I've got Coach Glisson down here on the sidelines. Your assessment of the first half there, Coach?
Well, we got the lead, 21-14. These playoff games are all hard to get. And 1 or 2 things here or there, and hopefully we can open up a little breathing room.
Well, there you got it. Coach is acknowledging, this Oconee County team is not going to go away as much as we'd like to think. Man, we were up 14-7 and think we maybe go up 21-7 and it just didn't work. Now it's 21-14. These guys got a way of hanging around, guys.
Yes, they do. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got halftime live here on Eagle Sports. 21-14 is your score. I'm Jack Borman. He's Greg Hicks. We'll see you in just a few moments.
In 1960, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time.
Holmes Pharmacy is a place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. The band's on the field getting ready to go. Really quick, let me run down the games for tomorrow night, and we're going to take a break and come back and let you know what's going to be, what happened in the first half of play. But tomorrow night, as the playoffs get going around the rest of the state in our two regions, Cedartown will be taking on St. Pius. They were the number one team in Region 8. Sandy Creek will be taking on North Oconee. So a 7-3 team against an 8-2 team. That'll be a pretty good ball game. Stevens County will be taking on Cartersville. The 10-0 Cartersville Purple Hurricanes against Stevens County. And, of course, tonight the Tigers are taking on Oconee County. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll let you hear from the band to talk about the first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is a place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Welcome to your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, where we work hard to get you the car you've been searching for. Our new and pre-owned selections are handpicked to provide the best in color, options, and financing that's right for you. We have a huge database of lenders to get you in the vehicle of your dreams. And Nissan of LaGrange has a world-class service department that's second to none. Come see why folks come from Atlanta, Columbus, and beyond to shop your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, 1050 Lafayette Parkway in beautiful LaGrange, Georgia.
Think about your home. What do you see? Do you see 2 stories or stories of your toddler's first steps? Now, think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see houses. They just see a car. But State Farm agents see what your home and your car really means to you. So why not give the protection they deserve? See State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange. Find her on the web at letmabelquote.com.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Woman, Greg Hicks live here from Callaway Stadium. I've been joined in the booth. An unusual situation as Johnny Hurd, the director of the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band, is watching it, critiquing it live here on our radio. Johnny, you enjoying the show so far?
I am very happy with the show so far. The lines, those are curves. Or are those lines? I don't remember. No, they're doing great. We're happy to be at home one more time. Having a good time out there doing our Kaleidoscope show again. Enjoying the rock band, giving us a little bit of pretty fly for a white guy right now.
Well, it's quite an eclectic mix as we start off with Rhapsody in Blue and roll into this. So it's a lot of fun. Now, where did this arrangement come from?
I have a good friend, former roommate, and drumline member from Auburn University, Dr. Jason Mathena, who arranged the show for us this year. And so we went through a whole bunch of concepts that we were interested in. We finally did this kaleidoscope, and then you start the lists and the back and forth on hundreds of songs that have something to do with colors.
Right.
And how are you going to make that work? Now they're out there singing the chorus to Brown Eyed Girl.
It's a lot of fun. It's something that a lot of band members don't get to do a lot is to perform a dance, and you have it right in the middle of the show.
Right, I like that. We really did mix it up this year. We had a little bit of singing and dancing. We have the rock band, so we have the opportunity and sometimes the curse to use electronics because you can add so many different elements when you do that, which is really nice. And it's fun, especially when we get to the next section when we have our full band dance number for the hip-hop routine.
You know, last year when y'all kind of got this going, I believe last year was the first time we had the full rock band going. There was a lot of struggle with keeping tempos. As the drums are on the other side of the field sometimes. How have y'all kind of gotten all that together this year?
We told them that they have to listen. It's a novel concept. But, you know, last year when we did the 90s rock show, it really was an exercise in listening front to back. And we ultimately end up putting the rock band in the back just because they were driving so much of the show. And we ended up having the band listening forward, which was causing a different kind of delay. And this year, having them up front, they're not driving the train. They're part of it, which I really like, just having them incorporated. So it's not been such a big deal for them to be up front.
Now, as we get, of course, our hope is to continue forward in this ballgame. Will y'all travel with the team as we go into the second round?
We will. Depending on where we go next week, we might even have to get out of school a little bit early. The drumline's coming up now. We cut part of our show because with getting the rock band on and off the field, it's taken us a little over our 10 minutes. And so we skipped through a tune called Magenta, which I really dig. We were going to add it back in, but the weather was not on our side this week, so we didn't get on the field at all. This is the first time we've been on the field since in a week and a half.
Wow. Of course, Cartersville, not the most inviting place for us to be last week as well.
No, they had a lot of really nice people over there in Cartersville. But we are very happy to be back home with our friendly faces.
As far as the choreography on the field for the band members, who takes care of that for you?
I do not take any ownership in that. It's all classy, though. I really like that our dancing
Actually,
is...
this looks like you. That looks like
right.
If they're biting their bottom lip.
If you look at the tubas is where my favorite part is. Look back here at the tubas. This guy with the ponytail, you can't get any more into it than that. I mean, that has been... that's Lennon back there, and he owns it. I mean, look at him. He is...
Full out.
Yeah. I'm sorry, did I hear tuba?
Yes, that's right.
Tuba, baby.
Right.
Wow. I think you need to just do a dance line next year.
Yeah, is he a senior?
No, he's a junior, so we'll have him again next year. He is a very charismatic kid.
Has he thought about trying out for drum major?
I hope not. I want him out there for our dance next year.
Can he at least do the salute?
Right.
That would be awesome to see him do the salute.
He's a very flexible guy.
All right, we're going to step away. When we come back, we'll get ready to tell you more about the first half of play. Johnny Hurd, thank you again for joining us. As always, we enjoyed chatting with you and keeping everybody informed of what's going on with the band.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Tigers leading 21-14 here at halftime. You listen to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Rogers Barbecue in LaGrange has been locally owned since 1945, and they have daily lunch specials for only $7.29, and that includes your drink and dessert. Tuesday night from 5 to close is all-you-can-eat ribs, and Thursday's all-you-can-eat catfish, and with their Brunswick stew is famous throughout the region. They proudly serve only U.S. farm-raised catfish, so dine in or use a convenient drive-thru Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange. So come join the crowd at Rogers Barbecue. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Hi, football fans. fans, Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football, and we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Another great job of the Troup High School band, and we appreciate Johnny Hurt joining us here at halftime. And just I'll always celebrate what a great job those kids do, performing on the field and continue to support and keeping the energy up here at the stadium. The crowd always enjoys them as well. Let's talk about the scoring that took place in the first half of play as Oconee County got the ball first. They actually only went 4 and out and had to punt the ball. The Tigers got the ball, but they weren't able to do much more as they had to punt the ball as well. Oconee County, they were 3 and out. They did have one first down, the first down of the whole game. The Tigers ended up having to punt, and we muffed it. Oconee County got the ball back on the 29. They turned that into points. So with 5:05 left in the first quarter play, they scored and went into the end zone. The quarterback Johnson threw a touchdown to Jackson Manders. And with 3:30 left to go in the first quarter, they were up 7-0. The Tigers, though, they would not be denied. In the next drive, they drive all the way down with a minute 6 left in the first quarter. Tyree Carlisle takes it into the end zone. Actually, he was the big driving force of that drive, and it was tied 7-7 after Helson Martinez's extra point. Oconee County got the ball again. They started another drive, just did not pan out for them. Then the Tigers got the ball, threw a touchdown to Joko Willis, who went to the end zone. A 60-yard touchdown for him in one play. 14-7 was your score. Oconee County once more with the ball, and an interception by Ogletree. Does a tremendous job going there, bringing it in, gives the Tigers the ball again, but they're stopped on the 48-yard line. They've gone for it on first down, weren't able to convert. Oconee County once more gets the ball. They go 3 and out and have to punt again. Tigers drive down again. They miss another first down. They turn the ball over at 3:59. Oconee County, they're driving the ball, and they fumble, picked up by a huge sack of the quarterback Johnson by King Makuta. The ball pops out. Andy Boykin picks it up, goes in for a touchdown. So with 2:27, the Tigers are up 21-7. Oconee County, though, it's playoff football, and they want to continue to strive to succeed as well. They drive the ball all the way down to, with 17 seconds left to go in the first half, they go into the end zone. 20-14 is your score. Tigers drive down, unable to put the ball into the end zone and or get within field goal range. So that's the way the first half ended, as your score is right now, 21-14. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of play right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Hey folks, TLWD, Todd Parrish here with Kia LaGrange. This October we're going pink for breast cancer awareness. For each new car sold, we'll be donating a portion of our sales to Hope for a Day. This month's featured vehicle is a 2019 Kia Forte FE6 speed. And yep, it's a rule breaker, a limit pusher. It's style and value rolled into fun. Drive out in yours today for only $15,988. Shop our complete inventory at any time online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stock number 110922. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Kia LaGrange for complete details. You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day, and you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around, and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com because your smile is very important, and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, now at 2 locations, 114 Calumet Center in LaGrange and 100 College Street in Hogansville.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football, and just got some information for the guys back at the station. They actually have some highlights of our touchdowns in the first half. Let's take a look at a couple of those. First of all, as I mentioned, Tari Carlisle drove down, went to the end zone, tied it up 7-7. We had a big, exciting play, a one-play drive as the quarterback, Kobe Hudson, dropped back and threw a big pass to Joko Willis.
Hudson, the region player of the year, actually Quad A player of the year, stands in there, waits for the snap, turns, fakes the handoff, throws across the middle to a wide open receiver at the 40, 30, down the line 20, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers!
A little zone blocking up front by the offensive line. The defensive line didn't know what to react to. Joko Willis is on a nice little slant from the Oconee sidelines, right behind the linebackers. He takes it in stride, and a 60-yard touchdown reception. Hudson to Willis, touchdown Tigers.
So 14-7 was the score after the Helson Martinez extra point. Another big play, as we mentioned, was as the Tigers was able to take down the quarterback Johnson and get a scoop score just a few moments after.
Johnson, the quarterback, will have a wing to his left, single back to the backfield. Tigers loading the front line right now, expecting run. Instead, he's going to roll out, looking, throws it downfield. Got a man wide open. Tigers going to jump up. Jump ball, we got it. And brought down. Actually, the ball's still moving around over there, but it looks like the Tigers have made an interception on the far side.
Well, I just talked to Alonzo Ogletree on the sidelines. He said, I'm fixing to get me a pick, and he did just that. But what he also did, when he was going down, he saw Nick Ligon. He thought, before I hit the ground, I'm going to ladder it to Nick, and he did. We're lucky that didn't turn into a mishap. But the Tigers, first play from the line of scrimmage for the Oconee Tigers here in the second quarter, Ogletree intercept.
I apologize. That was the interception. That wasn't the scoop score. Let's try it again. This time, Oconee County has the ball, and we're going to make a big play right here.
They'll break the huddle with 11 seconds left on the play clock. Twins to this near side. Offset I to the right. Correct Johnson. Goes under center. We'll fake the handoff. Got some pressure. Going to get him all the way down to the 20-yard line. Ball's loose. Pick it up and walk in. Yes! Touchdown, Tigers!
Andy Boykin would not be denied. King Makuta tackle him in the backfield. Boykin picks the ball up, goes in for the touchdown. Tigers!
And the demure Greg Hicks, just mildly excited on the sideline. Let's step away. When we come back, we got kickoff live here from Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
Calling all area coaches, high school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Graphics is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rawlings, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and more. For more information, call Mud Creek Graphics at 706-884-5592. Mud Creek's for all your sporting good needs.
T&D Towing and Automotive. Located at 3140 West Point Road, LaGrange, Georgia. Boy, they do a terrific job offering 24-hour towing. And they'll tow from anywhere. And, of course, in terms of automotive, they handle virtually everything, any size, including diesel. Yeah, you're going to like Todd and Dusty. Nice guys doing terrific business all over East Alabama and West Georgia. T&D Towing and Automotive, 706-668-6547.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is a place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Welcome to your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, where we work hard to get you the car you've been searching for. Our new and pre-owned selections are handpicked to provide the best in color, options, and financing that's right for you. We have a huge database of lenders to get you in the vehicle of your dreams. And Nissan of LaGrange has a world-class service department that's second to none. Come see why folks come from Atlanta, Columbus, and beyond to shop your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, 1050 Lafayette Parkway in beautiful LaGrange, Georgia.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Bowman, Greg Hicks live here from Callaway Stadium. 21-14. You score in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. When we come back in just a moment when they kick off, the Tigers will get the ball as they deferred after they won the toss to start the game. Greg, you got your mic there.
I do.
Let's talk a little bit about what we got to do in this second half. First of all, the Tigers' defense giving up a few long passes, especially towards the end of the first half.
Well, I was making a comment to my old classmate and quarterback, Tim Twilley, who had pulled chains for the Tigers for many, many years. But he and his wife, Julie, were down there. And I said, guys, the quarterback, I don't know the stats right now, but I know he's already gotten more passing yardage in the first half than he's had all season. Yeah. So average per game, I don't want to say all season, but average per game.
Game average, you're right.
Sure. And so that's something that the Tigers really didn't expect. They really expected a run game, and they set themselves up for the run game. But as it turns out, we were in a cover two, and when they split the corners earlier on that last possession, really he thought he might have some help from center field, but it was wide open, and that left the Tigers vulnerable. So I'm sure they're going to make some adjustments, but they also came in when they was third and short on that same drive. If you remember, down on about the 34, 35-yard line, they need to get out to the 37. I think it was 4th and 3. They brought in 2 tights and then dropped in 2 halfbacks. We looked like a wide wing T.
Right.
So they had extra blockers up front and just kind of overloaded our 4 defensive linemen and was able to sneak out 3.5 yards, and all they needed was 3. So that kept the drive alive. So a couple of things the Tigers just got to tighten up on, man. They got to continue to execute on offense. The ground game looks really good.
It really does. Carlisle and Williams running the ball very well.
And they're doing a lot of zone blocking up front with the offensive linemen. So what they got to do, they got to continue to do that. And you know what? We need to open up the passing game. With the Joko Willis, we've had a few that was dropped and could have been there. But we've had a couple, particularly the one touchdown that Kobe to Joko on a 60-yard touchdown combination. But I think we continue to do the same thing. The kicking game, the kickoff coverage is real good. Excited about that. And let's see what we can do now with the return. He's been kicking off his first 2 kickoffs, Jack. He's kicked real short intentionally. So let's see what he does this time.
Well, we're lining up some hands guys over on that far side around the 30-yard line, getting ready for that. So let's see what happens as we get ready to start the second half of play. There's the kick. A little more line drive this time. We'll get a return as we're going to get behind the wall. They run behind us, snag an ankle, and get us down at the 32, maybe 33-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
So Trey Williams caught the ball on about the 26, maybe the 27-yard line, and he was trying to get behind the wall. So he's over on the hash marks, between the hash marks and the numbers on the Oconee County sideline. He runs it toward the Troup sideline, trying to get behind a wall. He runs a long way for pickup about 4 or 5 yards. The Tigers will start 1st and 10 from the 32.
We'll spin Jarrell Smith wide to this near side. Thrash wide to the far side. And we're going to hand the ball off on a little sweep. Comes back to this near side, 35, 40. Good job of that line fighting as Carlisle's going to get a big first down across the 45-yard line.
A unique formation that time, Jack. We haven't seen in a long time. We kind of powered over to the left behind Gabe Hubbard and Colby Harry. We offset the tight end. We put a slot back in between them. handed the ball off to Carlisle, and he picks up about 15 yards out to the 45-yard line. First down, Tigers.
Got a student body left that time. Real similar formation now. Hudson going to hand the ball off, finding a little seam over there. About a 5-yard gain to the 50. Second down.
They're going to pick up. They're going to spot him at with a 4-yard gain out to the 49-yard line. But we'll take 4 every play, Jack, for sure.
That gets you a first down after 3 every time. Tigers break the huddle. Take it back to the sideline. Slot man to the interior. Hudson will wait for it. Takes a snap. We're just going to continue. Actually, we faked the handoff. Nice throw out to the left side, and we could go. It's Jarrell Smith down the sideline. Actually, he's going to step out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out at about the 36-yard line, but exciting for a moment.
Well, and you could see behind him Tyree Carlisle. Actually, Joko Willis kind of slapped his hand and said, "Oh man, I had my block," but and really untouched. But in order for Thrash to get around him, Jack, he would tight rope the sidelines, and he just did step out. Otherwise, that was a 6 points there. Like the way the Tigers coming out this time, mixing up the formation a little bit.
Very aggressive as well. Going to hand the ball off. Supposed to go to the outside. Cuts back in. Gets about 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
So that's Kobe Harry's helmet that somebody just snatched off his head. I mean, he didn't need a break so bad that he just picked his helmet and threw it down the field. Now Coach G's looking at the side judge. He's in that red-headed guy's ear all night. It's like, here you go, snatching my guy's helmet off.
Riley Bowles rolls in to help him out.
So that's the first time Luke Purnell's really been in the ballgame as we've been going with no tight the first half as we bring a tight in the second half.
Kobe's going to pull it, run the ball across the 30. And they're containing him pretty well, Greg.
Well, I mentioned earlier in the first half, and as you and I, when I was down on the sidelines during warm-ups, they've got other than 44, the nose tackle, they don't really have a big defensive line or a big linebacking core. They remind me a lot of Cedartown, but they're fast on defense.
They tackle well. Kobe takes it, going to run right up the middle of the field, bumps, makes a guy miss, gets down to the 25-yard line.
I believe he's got a first down there, Jack.
Yep. We got the left foot spot right there at the 25. They're moving the chains.
That's just what we need. It wasn't the prettiest run, Jack, but it got us a first down.
9:52 left to go in the third. 21-14 is your score in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. Tigers are driving now. This is the first drive of the second half. A quick out, complete. He'll go out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
Number 4 is one of their best corners. He did a good job during the first half, but they're picking on him now where Thrash runs out about 6 yards, catches a stab pass, twists and turns, picks up 3 more. It'll be second down and 1.
Andre Witt's that young man's name. Kobe with the handoff. Supposed to go to the outside, cuts back inside, big yardage, driving, touchdown Tigers!
Hey, Tyree Carlisle right up the middle behind J. Brody Messer and Colby Harry, who had just got his helmet back on into the game. And I tell you what, once he made it to the second level, fans, he was all Tyree Carlisle because he carried 2 defenders from about the 7-yard line, twist and turn it into the end zone. Tigers go up 27-14 at the 9:34 mark of the third quarter.
Exactly what we needed there. Get the ball in the first set of downs in the second half and drive it all the way down at the end zone. A flag comes out from the back judge.
He got illegal participation from the Oconee. They had actually 12 players.
Well, maybe they felt they needed this one extra guy for this extra point.
Thank you, Jeff Mims. Sounding good from there. Farrell Blair says, sounds good on the interweb. Appreciate that, Farrell.
Talk about a guy who used to hit folks hard back in the day is Farrell Blair. Wow.
He had to grow up, roping cows all his life, riding those horses. You know he's going to be a good football player.
I was on the receiving end of a Farrell Blair hit one time. He got up, I didn't.
So he tied the rope on you quick.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-14 in favor of the Tigers right here on Eagle Sports.
Think about your home. What do you see? Do you see 2 stories or stories of your toddler's first steps? Now, think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see houses. They just see a car. But State Farm agents see what your home and your car really means to you. So why not give the protection they deserve? See State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange. Find her on the web at letmabelquote.com.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Nelson Martinez kicks it off and makes them back up all the way to the 10. And they had a big hole across the middle of the field. The receiver's going down the field. He could go all the way, 40, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Oconee County on a return. Best kick of the night as it goes all the way to the 10, but he finds a seam at about the 30-yard line, breaks through our coverage, and goes all the way to the end zone, a 90-yard return for Oconee County.
So I've got to get down to the sidelines and tell Eckleberry, look, dude, I don't guess you specified which team was going to get the 90-yard return. So, Oconee County just, again, I sidelines earlier, they're not going away. They're a pesky little bunch, and it's just like this. Found a seam, and he had so much speed, and we talk about number 4. That's that cornerback, and once he got in the open field, he just wasn't going to be caught.
Important extra point here. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. Wow. Very quickly, 28-21 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. Tigers take the ball, as my friend Steve Murda just texted me, said it's great to hear them go all the way down to the end zone for a touchdown, but now Oconee County returns the favor and brings it all the way down on the kickoff. So the Tigers will get the ball once again. We're going to keep it here right now. Only about 8 seconds off the clock on that play as he ran it from the 10 all the way into the end zone. And just a really, really fast kid. So now let's see if we can do the same thing. Although they haven't kicked it deep on us, they're trying to keep us contained.
Well, you're right. He does a little, gets a lot of air under it, tries to kick it where they can get their coverage down. But it would surely be nice if we could set up a wall and create some room and at least get us decent yardage. I mean, 35, 40-yard lines is good, but sure, it'd be nice to start on the Oconee County side of midfield.
Again, we don't have any guy deeper than the 20. So they're set to kick it off. He only takes about 3 steps back from the ball, too. He'll step up. He'll kick it to this near side this time. Taking it to 25. He goes just straight ahead to 30, 35. Trip down at the 40-yard line. They're going to mark it we're actually right at the 40.
Mari Thrash on the short kick and reception.
I think that was Jarrell that time as he took the ball. Actually, they're going to give him to the 41.
Thank you. It was Jarrell. I was just seeing if you guys were watching.
Yeah, we were on top of it. Frankie Holmes is giving me a little extra pointers up here, helping me out. Thrash and Willis will be wide to this near side single back set for the quarterback Hudson. He'll turn, hand the ball off. It's going to be Carlisle trying to get to the outside. He does. He picks up 6, 7, 8 yards up the field. It never goes down. Goes out of bounds on the far side.
Yeah, number 7, their linebacker had made it through, and he had grabbed Carlisle at just as he had crossed the line of scrimmage, and Carlisle kept with that stiff arm and kept pushing. Was able to pick up about 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4. 2nd and 3. He picks up 7 on that one.
Back up to the line of scrimmage. Come the Tigers. Going to fake the ball off, and Kobe has a man in his face. Looking downfield, he's going to keep it. Try to get a little stutter step, gets across the 50, out of bounds, just short of the 45.
They're going to mark it right on the 45-yard line there. It should move the chains of first down for the Tigers. And Kobe's running. He stops. He starts, trying to get around that cornerback. And, man, they've got some quick defensive ends and some quick corners, but he was able to pick up about 8 yards on that run. Tigers inside Oconee County territory.
Our thanks to a couple other folks listening. My Aunt Frances Mormon, Tracy Lester, Darren Weicker, my buddy Eddie Moon, and Tripp Foster. Appreciate y'all joining us here tonight, listening to the broadcast. Handoff again into the line across the 45, fighting down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Nice handoff and run up the middle by Trey Williams as he picks it up, and linebacker had him in the backfield, actually just at line of scrimmage, and Trey just was able to walk through that attempted tackle. He's right up the middle behind J. Brody Messer and Hunter Bass. So kind of mixing it up. You've got Kobe Harry at the left guard, Gabe Hubbard at left tackle with Luke Purnell kind of in a slot behind him.
A lot of running yards for the Tigers tonight. Look forward to seeing the stats. Kobe throws it just short. It's going to be incomplete of his receiver to the outside, trying to go to Jarrell Smith.
He was there. Really, he could have taken. He acknowledges Kobe's tapping his chest. Hey, my bad. He could have really hit Jarrell up in the chest area. He felt like he had to throw it down, but he threw it too far down. The corner, number 4, who's just taken that the kickoff back, he's given him about an 8-yard cushion, so could have done something more with that.
Kobe up the middle on another run play. He'll get across the 35-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
That'll move the chains, guys. Just kind of hesitate a little bit, let the linebackers make a decision on what they wanted to do, and he just pokes it right up the middle of the line behind Kobe Harry and J. Brody Messer and picks up another first down for the Tigers.
No rush on this, just taking our time, methodically move the ball down the field. Again, looking forward to seeing the stats. I think that we may have the most rushing yards we've had all season long. Kobe stands in there, takes a snap. He's going to run right up the middle again. He's across the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's another 5-yard gain.
I think they're going to give him to the 30-yard line. And once he hit the 30, several Warriors kind of welcomed him, and they'll give him about a 4-yard gain, maybe 3.5 yards. So it'll be second and, say, 6.5 to 7 yards. The nose of the football, Jack, is directly on the 30-yard line.
Different way that we're running Kobe tonight. Usually we try to get him to the outside. Right now he's just running that little draw play straight up the middle. Tigers will hand the ball to Carlisle on the right side. He'll get just short of the 25. He'll short of the first down, brings up third down.
He should have maybe 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Tigers as they're going to spot the ball on the 26-yard line. So you got to get down to the first down.
28-21 is your score. Tigers leading Oconee County here in the third quarter play. It's going to be Williams in there. Fake the handoff to him. Jarrell Smith will get the call. They'll pass the ball to him. He'll get across the 20-yard line. There'll be a first down, Tigers.
Excellent catch by Jarrell Smith, and he follows his stalk block of Jamari Thrash. And Gabe Hubbard had pulled out here to help out. We'll pick up a first down inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line for the Tigers.
Twins left and right once again for the Tigers. It's going to be Williams in the backfield. Williams gets the call. Great hole as he gets across the 15 down to about the 13-yard line.
Nice run by by Trey Williams. When he hit the hole, he just like, boom, he shot out of a cannon straight up. Kind of got tripped up. Otherwise, he might have had a touchdown at that time. That'll put the ball on the 12-yard line. He's got to get down to the 7 for a first down.
Tigers continue to work the ball down the field. There'll be Williams in the backfield. He'll pop to the outside, finding his way down inside the 10-yard line.
They're going to give him if they may need to measure, or this either be counted as a first down. Let's see what happened.
Check that was Williams, the ball carrier.
I tell you what, it's going to be second down and a foot as the ball rests at the 7-yard line. Maybe the back half of the ball is behind the 7-yard line. He's got to get to the other side of the 7.
Tyree Carlisle will stand in there with the quarterback Hudson.
So 3rd and a foot.
Calls for it's going to be Hudson keeping the ball, getting the first down, fighting his way inside the 5, still on his feet to the, we'll say 4.
They're gonna spot him at either the 4 or 4.5, so it'll be first and goal from the 4.5-yard line, guys.
Clock continues to tick. Tigers have had the ball most of this half. 5:46, just the return by Oconee County, the only time they've had any offense on the field in this second half of play. Hudson turns, hands the ball off to the ball carrier. It's going to be hit. I think he's going to give him a loss of a yard on that one, Greg.
Actually, no, they're going to give him the forward motion down to the 3-yard line, and he just kept trying, but they had already given him his forward motion down to the 3, so it'll second and goal from the 3-yard line. Yeah, I appreciate that. He kept trying to struggle, but he never really came out of the grip. Had he come out of the grip, maybe he would have been backwards. But because they never let go of him, they'll give him the forward motion to the 3. Starting a heavy mist again down here, guys.
Hudson takes it, turns, hands the ball off to Williams, who's going to fight into the end zone. I think he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Right up the middle behind J. Brody Messer, Hunter Bass, Kobe Harry. Take that in for 6 at 4:58 mark. Right up the middle, Trey Williams.
So exactly what we need to do to answer.
And, you know, that time, Jack, it was a little bit of Carlisle, but mostly Williams on that drive all down the line, all the way down. The Tigers put together a nice drive on that particular series.
Quite a two-headed monster coming down there as well. Snap, hold, kick is up. And Martinez is perfect on the night. 34-21, 4:58 left to go in the third quarter play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
A Southern tradition since 1945, that's Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House. You can find them at 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange. So when you're ready for lunch, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., come to Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House for meat, 2 vegetables, and a bread, dessert, and drink for only $7.29. That's a big lunch for a small price. So when you're ready for a delicious barbecue and only U.S. farm-raised catfish, make your way to 117 New Franklin Road in LaGrange for Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House for a great meal.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Tigers leading 35-21. And that will be kicking off to Oconee County once again. Tigers with a great drive just a moment ago. Again, Oconee County's offense has not been on the field in the second half of play. They returned a touchdown. And now Martinez will step up and get the kickoff. Taken all the way down at the 5-yard line. Bring it up to the 10, 15, 20. Cuts to the outside. Hit and brought down at the 25-yard line. Knocked it over to official almost. And that's where the Oconee County Warriors will have it, 1st and 10. 4:52 left to go in the third quarter of play. They are not going away, are the Oconee County Warriors. They're going to continue to battle in this contest as we're in the state playoffs, first round. The only game in town, the only game playing tonight as we know, as far as we do in Quad A. Most everybody else is playing tomorrow night. Oconee County rolls back out onto the field. Quarterback Johnson will check his line. He'll have an I formation behind him. He's under center. Turns around, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and 10. 38-21 is your score, as we mentioned. Appreciate you, everyone, joining us. Lots of folks contacting us out there on Facebook, on the internet. Mike Webb, one of our local firefighters. Appreciate him listening out there tonight. Frankie Holmes joining me up here in the booth, watching the game from up there. In fact, it's funny, my Walmart app went off as soon as he walked in the room. I don't know what that was all about. Tigers looking for run. As Johnson goes under center, turns, hands the ball off. Wow, he's hit hard. He'll get across the 20 to about the, off the 25 to the 26. Just short of the 27-yard line, brings up 3rd down. As you heard Chance Giddens, Hill in on the tackle as the Oconee County Warriors roll in a couple of guys there. Primarily running the ball tonight, but they have thrown a couple of nice passes. And because we've been such a run-oriented defense tonight, we've missed up on a couple of coverages. As we mentioned, they're not going away as we're, again, up 35-21. Twins left and right. The quarterback's back to pass. Aired it out to the left side. Man-to-man contact out there. And Oconee County's going to make a catch across the 50 at the 48. So a big first down as the Tigers had them looking at 3rd down and long, and Oconee County throws it once again. And their long passing game has been much more effective than we expected. So they're across the 50. Ball will rest now just short of the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 47. They'll send Twins out to this near side. Offset I formation for the quarterback Johnson. He's under center, takes it, turns, hands the ball off to the left side. He's hit, and that is not working for them. It's that long pass that's working for them tonight because our defensive line is doing a tremendous job of making stops. Tigers looking to the sideline to get their defensive calls.
You know, we sorry to be off air for a little bit. At least I am. Some of the fans probably aren't. But
no, we've been talking without you.
You know, just throw it up and throw it up to number 9. Somehow we got to contain these passes because here they come right back at us.
We got some pressure on him. He's going pressure. He throws it, and it's going to go out of bounds, incomplete. And we're going to get a late hit call.
Well, yeah, you kind of knew that was coming. And one of the few flags that the Tigers have had thrown against them last night, and he really didn't hit him. He just kind of tackled him. He landed on toilet tissue, so it was a soft one. But that'll give him 15 yards, and that'll be a first down.
But again, as you mentioned, with a pesky team like this, we don't need to give them any extra help.
No, I was actually at 2:25 marking the third quarter. I was really hoping we're up 35-21 that maybe we hold them, maybe we get another touchdown, create a little distance because they're just hanging around. And when you get a team like this that just won't go away, and they're so consistent that if we make a mistake, it's all of a sudden, boom, they're right there at it, ready to pounce. So really, the Tigers need to tighten up, and we don't really need them to score this particular series.
In fact, the Troup High School Tigers are going to call a timeout. We're going to take one as well. 35-14 in favor of the Troup High School. 35-21 for the Troup High School Tigers. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football, and we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Tigers leading 35-21. And we need to put a big stomp on them here.
This is a good timeout taken. That'll leave the Tigers with 2 for the remainder of this half. But when you feel like you're on your heels right now and Oconee's calling a good ball game, you really feel like you need to kind of take a timeout. He mentioned that Monday night. It felt like he should have taken a timeout earlier in the Cartersville game, so I think he took advantage of it this time. Hopefully that's a good timeout for us.
Here comes Oconee. Johnson turns, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, looks downfield, has a man in his face. He's going to throw the ball, and it's going to fall incomplete. They'll bring it back out, and we'll have another down.
Good coverage by the secondary at that time. You had Jace Godwin, and we've got Kobe Hudson in there. When it comes crunch time like this, you play your best athletes, whether offense, defense, you put them on the field, and he's got Kobe in there playing deep corner. Actually, he's playing cover 2. He's playing free safety on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
One man wide to this near side, kind of offset to this near side, the whole line. And that's where they're going to go. And, again, that's not effective for them at all as we drive them back once again.
I question play calling at time, but you wonder what advantage do they see? Did they think we were backing up? They must have saw something in order for them to call a little belly play, and that'll go as no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Oconee. Ball's on the 30-yard line, actually 3rd and 9. They've got to get down to the 21-yard line for a first down. Tigers. It'd be nice to get a turnover here, Jack.
They're going to send trips to this near side. Haven't seen that a lot. This is a big 3rd down here for the Tigers.
All right.
Johnson from a shotgun snap.
We need
backs
some help
up.
over
Got some
here.
pressure. He's going to. He breaks free. Almost went down the far side. Cuts to the outside. Goes out of bounds.
Good job defensively as we put so much pressure on him because we had him. Now we've got a Tiger that's grabbing his ankle. It may be. No, it's not Hudson. I thought it might be Kobe Hudson. I can't see who it is. He's all the way across at the yard marker, the 21-yard line. So our trainers are running across the field to check him out. So I'm looking at numbers. It could be Jace Godwin.
Let's take a quick 30-second break at least to check on that young man. Tigers leading 35-21 right here on Eagle Sports.
You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day, and you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around, and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com because your smile is very important, and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, now at 2 locations, 114 Calumet Center in LaGrange and 100 College Street in Hogansville.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Troup High School Tiger football as they bring the young man back from the far side. I think that's Andy Boykin.
Yeah, you add about 15 to the number, and you'll go from 29 to 44. And Andy was limping, and he's walking good now. He's jumping off, but I think it'll be okay. If he can walk as big as he is, he'll get over here and get it taped up, and I think he'll be fine.
4th down, they're definitely going to go for it as the play's whistled in. Johnson, the quarterback, back to pass. Looking, has a man wide open at the 20, and he's hit hard. He's going to be short of the first down if my math makes any change.
I'm going to tell you something, guys. An excellent spot. He probably caught the football at the 22. He had to get to the 21, but they're going to mark him out. They're going to mark him at the 23. Still wouldn't have got the first down, but wow, was I want to say Ogletree was right on top of him. As soon as he caught the football, he nailed him. So Tigers take over. That was a huge defensive play for the Tigers that time. We just didn't need to let them score. With 1:21 left, Tigers up 35-21. It'd be nice to go on another long drive, Jack.
1:21 in the third quarter is left. Still a lot of time in this ball game. 35-21 is your score. Here come the Tigers from the 23. Hudson calls for it. They'll hand the ball off, and they do a good job of getting into our backfield. Bring us down. We get back to the line of scrimmage. She brings up 2nd and 9.
Their outside linebacker was on that's a total blitz that we were crushing a line, pinching down, zone blocking, and he just came out from he came out from his free safety position and outside linebacker, and he's the one that made the tackle in the backfield. But now let's think about it now. Kobe Hudson is going both ways right now. I see him breathing mighty hard.
Think of the handoff. Hudson rolls, looking, throws it way down the field. He's got a man back there. It's going to fall incomplete and got a flag thrown late.
Now that's going to be interesting because it was thrown to the outside, and you had Thrash
trying to get to the outside.
Yeah, and I don't know if Thrash pushed off to get to the outside. It could go offense, but they didn't call the one on the touchdown down here. I think maybe this is a buyback.
It's against them.
Good. That'll work. Problem is, it's not a spot foul. It's only a 10-yard foul, but that'll give the Tigers a first down, and they'll mark the ball. It'll go from the out to the 38. Looks like the 38-yard line.
Yep. We'll take it however we can get it. Just step for step with Thrash on the far side.
So maybe that negotiation that Coach Glisson did during halftime helped.
There's the handoff as we come to this near side to the 40. Still on his feet to the 45. Knocked out of bounds there. Clock continues to run. 2nd and 3.
Nice 7-yard gain as he goes out of bounds. And evidently they continue to run the clock. But maybe they're not going to say he went out of bounds. But
he was down in bounds. They just kind of, after he was down, he went out of bounds.
Okay.
Well, I'm right on top of him.
Yeah, you are. Inside of 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Your Tigers up 35-21. All right, we have a movement from Tyler Kitchens, our right tackle. And he says it's on me, so that'll back him up 5. So instead of 2nd and about 3, now it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Clock's going to tick. 3, 2. They won't get this one off.
Actually, we might. Hang on a second. White hat. We were trying to call a timeout, but we may not have got it in time. I thought maybe the white hat was going to give it to us with a second left.
He did not. So the score is 35-21 with one more quarter left to go. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at Remax Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Welcome to your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, where we work hard to get you the car you've been searching for. Our new and pre-owned selections are hand-picked to provide the best in color, options, and financing that's right for you. We have a huge database of lenders to get you in the vehicle of your dreams. And Nissan of LaGrange has a world-class service department that's second to none. Come see why folks come from Atlanta, Columbus, and beyond to shop your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, 1050 Lafayette Parkway in beautiful LaGrange, Georgia.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football as the Tigers with a big passing catch down to the 20, 10, 5, dragging Oconee County Warriors all the way inside the 5-yard line.
Excellent slant pass, same one that we scored a touchdown on earlier. And after that, Joko Willis literally just juked 3 players and carried 2 of them for 10 yards inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. First and goal, Tigers.
Tigers right back to the line of scrimmage turn. Kobe's going to hand off, going around the left side into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Tyree Carlisle takes the handoff. Looks like he's going to duck inside behind Colby Harry. Decides to pick it up and go outside behind Gabe Hubbard. Touchdown, Tigers, as we at 11:32 mark. And, just seconds into the fourth quarter. Troup 41, Oconee County 21. That's what I'm talking about, Jack. Did a little bit more separation, so that was an excellent defensive stand earlier by the Tigers.
A 20-point ball game. We're going to try to make it 21 as Celso Martinez will set to kick the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 42-21 is your score with 11:37 left to go in this contest. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is a place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football as the Tigers have scored another touchdown. 42-21 is your score. Still don't want to take a breath against this Oconee County team. They've driven a long way and don't want to go home on that long bus ride without trying to put a few more points on the board. Martinez, though, continuing to do a great job with the extra points and also kickoffs. They'll have a man waiting back at about the 5. Martinez will address the ball. Steps up, and there's the kick. Again, not super high. Angled out there. It's going to go out of bounds about the 10. Let's see if they decide to just take it to the 35 or wants to kick it over again.
Well, the return team is all running to the side. I think Coach for Oconee County just says, you know what, let's take it on the 35 and let's start our offense. Because, hey, they've been effective moving the football, not on the ground, but in the air, and that's where the secondary's got to tighten up. The last few weeks, a lot of these guys, Ogletree, Tyree Carlisle especially, love him, but he's let his guard down a few times. So they've as we get further into the playoffs, you just can't let that happen.
42-21 is the score.
So Coach G just hollered, "Roll Tide." So I thought he was a Georgia Tech fan.
Tigers put 6 guys on the line, coming right after them, and they're going to go to the handoff. They get a little yardage on that across the 40. When we got that many guys on the front line, Greg, once they break across the line of scrimmage, they're able to pick up pretty good yardage down the field.
You're right. It took the free safety, Jace Godwin, and Ogletree to make that tackle, and it got 9 yards, and it hit so quick. And now you understand, we were shifting when the coach was talking about roll tide. Then he hollered at the kids to shift over, and he shifted them really right out of position.
Here comes Oconee County around the right side. Enough for the first down as they're going to get to the 45-yard line. Again, we can't sleep on this team. They're going to continue to drive the ball down the field to us.
Now, he's given the number ones a little rest right now. He's got Jordan Adams in. Jordan's an excellent sub, along with Royce White and Montavious Hall. Now he's got his, Devin Hill, and he's got Jabraylon Gooden in now. So he's giving his starters, about half his defensive starters, a rest. Not making excuses. We should still be stopping these guys, but just kind of give you an FYI.
Offset eyes. Johnson going to keep the ball. Actually, hand the ball off on the right side. And, again, good yardage. They're going to give him across the 40 down to about the 36.
Yeah, this is one of those things, as a fan you might say, hell, call a timeout, coach. But, he's got 2 timeouts left. There's 10:22 left in the ball game. As long as they run the football, the clock's still going to run. So it's not a bad thing, but we would really like to keep them from getting 8 or 9 yards at a pop. Get them down to maybe 1 or 2 yards.
They break the huddle, make their way back up to the line of scrimmage. Oconee County has the ball 2nd down and 3. Johnson back under center. Takes the snap, turns, makes the handoff. Kind of slows down as he goes around the left side. Going to get across the 35 to the 34. That'll be enough for a first down.
It will. Good job by Montavious Hall as he comes over on the right side of his defensive tackle, his defensive end position, moves across, turns it back upfield, and allows Jordan Adams, and along with Jatavius Smith, to make that tackle. And, we talked about moving and change. Still didn't get a first down. Tight, heavy down they have for the Tigers.
Right up the middle they go, and they will get the first down to the 30.
A couple of Tigers trying to strip that football out of the quarterback's hand is that big Johnson kid quarterback, number 14. He's a big dude. He looks good. I'm sure with the right guidance, who knows, he could be really effective at airing the ball out. And he's got a couple of wideouts. But at any rate, first down for Oconee. It looks like the Tigers might decide they're going to take one of their timeouts with 9:06 remaining in the game.
They take a timeout. We take on as well. 42-21 is the score. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. As we mentioned, the Tigers are up right now 42-21. Took a good timeout, I believe, a moment ago. Kind of settle things up a little bit. They'll make their way back on the line of scrimmage. Here comes Oconee County from the far side as well.
Carly Huddleston, she's down here monitoring these championship cheerleaders. I'm telling you, she's doing a good job. And you got Cappy Curthy that's dancing. Jack, you might need to give her some dance lessons.
I'll let Johnny Hurd do that. They fake the handoff. Going to throw the ball down the field, complete. Gets the first down inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 17.
They're going to put him out at the you're right at the 17, maybe the 18-yard line. But good tackle by Jace Godwin, but he just hammered him out of bounds. But that does move the chains, and so they're officially into the red zone. And they've done a good job this time, Oconee County Warriors. They've mixed it up, a little bit of running, a couple of passing.
Quarterback turns, hands the ball off in the line. He is hit hard. He tries to bounce to the outside. He's still on his feet. Going to bring him down at the 20. They're going to mark him right there at the 20-yard line. He'll lose about a yard.
I tell you what, a lot of these Tigers are in on that one, but Nick Ligon came in from his free position, and you heard a lot of the fans going, woo, that was number 7 Ligon, man. He lit him up as the miss is probably the heaviest I've seen it all night. So you're starting to get a wet football, and a lot of guys' gloves, even though they're tacky when I grab them, just a little bit of wet. And more importantly, I'm getting wet.
Well, that's not something we want to happen. Johnson.
Of course, I'm looking at Stuart Smith's hair. I think he waxed it. The mist just falling right off his hair, man.
Well, that's just part of the efficient things they do at the Sheriff's Department to make sure that they're taken care of.
Oh, okay. So that's code for the Sheriff's Office.
Exactly.
They get their head waxed. Is that what it is?
Well, some of them don't have enough hair to be waxed, but Stuart does. buddy Nick Burns, Greg is giving a little bit of information. We mentioned that we thought that Max Johnson, the quarterback, was the son of Doug Johnson. It's actually the son of Brad Johnson. He's actually the brother-in-law of Mark Rick. Once again, they hand him off in the line. Hit hard. He's driving. He gets to about they're going to mark him at the 13.
It's kind of like I told Chance Giddens earlier. I said, hey, Chase, did you announce the winner of the Troup High Touchdown Panama City condo giveaway? He said, yes, and I realized I'd called him Chance. I said, Chase. I said, Chance, I'm really sorry. He said, I've called by a lot of things. I'm sure Brad Johnson's been called by a lot of things too. But Andrew Caraway was saying, hey, it's Brad Johnson. I said, I thought his name was Doug Johnson. That's what you and I were seeing on the internet anyway.
Yeah, we got it wrong, but now we got it right because we've got great fans like Nick helping us out there as they roll to the left side.
Around.
Ball's down. Looks like Oconee. Actually, still on the ground. The Tigers got to get it. Goes out of bounds. That thing's going to be Oconee County's.
So you had Ogletree. You had Mandarius Dix. You had Jatavian Smith. And King Makuda's telling them to scoop the ball, lay on it. But they were trying everything in their power to scoop it because they had visions of,
not sugar plums.
Yeah, not sugar plums. They had visions of. It just didn't happen, but that'll take them fourth down for Oconee County, though. It'll be 4th and 9 from the 17 as they take a timeout.
They take a timeout, 30 seconds back to the station. 42-21 is your score on Eagle Sports.
Hey folks, TLDD Todd Parrish here with Kia LaGrange. This October we're going pinks for breast cancer awareness. For each new car sold, we'll be donating a portion of our sales to Hope for a Day. This month's featured vehicle is a 2019 Kia Forte FE 6-speed. And yep, it's a rule breaker, a limit pusher. It's style and value rolled into fun. Drive out in yours today for only $15,988. Shop our complete inventory at any time online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Slot number 110922. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Crowd continuing to be encouraged not to buy any ugly shirts. As the Mud Creek graphics up there on the screen.
So I was on the other end of the field in the first half, and there's a couple of recruiting agencies down here, and they were from Warner Robins. And as soon as my commercial came on, don't you buy? No, I can't do it like Coleman does it. But he says, they started laughing. I said, what's wrong? He said, man, that's a great commercial. I looked at him. I said, that's mine. Oh, that's you? I said, at least you noticed. So I've always thought that was a cute commercial.
4th and 9. Johnson back to pass. Looking, throws it to the end zone. Goes in there. Falls incomplete. So they've turned it over on downs. The Tiger defense is held.
I tell you what, Devin Hill was really had that tight end. Big number 9 who caught that pass earlier. He was kind of out of position, but you also had Alonzo Ogletree back there, but Devin really never looked back. And a good corner is going to watch that helmet and look back. Devin, who's a defensive end, is just out of his comfort zone, so to speak. But he was in his face enough that he covered up the pass. So Tigers take over with 7:02 left in this football game, 42-21. Hey, Jack, I sure would like about a 5-minute drive as they take over with the ball on the 17-yard line.
I'll take about a 7:02-minute drive. As Kobe fakes it to the left, fakes it right, goes back left, tries to get to the corner, turns, going to get about 4, maybe 5 yards up the field before he goes out of bounds.
All right, so Kobe really did a great stiff arm on number 4, their corner who did our return. And then number 4 jumps up and gets all in Thrash's face and starts pushing him in the shoulder pads, and the referee doesn't really throw a flag. He just goes over there trying to cool things down. So that's good. Let them play. That no harm, no foul.
The officials have done a really good job tonight, I think.
You're right. That picks up about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Tigers.
Hudson will take it. Going to hand the ball off into the line. Actually, no, keep it. He faked everybody off. Good catch at the 30 to the 35, 40-yard line. A first down for the Tigers.
He'll get out on the 41-yard line. Nice job by Jarrell Smith as he takes it and he catches it, turns and sees 2 defenders, tries to part them, but he carries them 6 yards over the 40 to the 41-yard line. First down Tigers as they continue to move the football at the 6:35 mark and continue to run.
What's fun about watching Jarrell, too, is realizing we'll have him back next year as he's just a junior. Here come the Tigers once more. A fresh set of downs just over the 40-yard line. Kobe calls for it, fakes the handoff, complete to Jarrell again. Actually, it's going to fall incomplete, and a flag, maybe a targeting call against Oconee County.
All right, so I'm down here on the sidelines, and you're right. Jarrell catches the football as he goes through his hands, and number 10, their linebacker, lays into him with a helmet to face mask, really, and Jarrell's head spins around and his mouthpiece comes out on the turf. Jarrell bends over and picks it up, but the flag goes up when his mouthpiece comes out. So you're right, they're going to call that personal foul targeting. So number 10, and I'll be honest with you, he is a very aggressive linebacker. I hate to see it because he's one of their sharp players, and you hate to lose that. So I guess he'll take the first half off next week, right?
Well, actually, they did not give him the yank on the call.
So you didn't catch that, did you?
I did.
So will that be like next year?
I was trying to stay serious, and I didn't see them eject him, so I think he's still in there.
Well, he's over on their sidelines.
Okay. Here comes the snap. Kobe back to pass. Going to air it out to the left side. Overthrows his receiver. Just a little bit too much air out from under that one.
Yeah, you could stand back here. Kobe's on the 45-yard line of the Tiger 45-yard line. He tries to hit Thrash on a go route. Thrash had actually got behind his corner, but Kobe with his strong arm just kind of out through the speed of Thrash.
And Thrash is a fast fella too.
So that incompletion stops the clock at 6:13. Tigers have one timeout. Oconee has two timeouts. They're down by 21 points. Tigers have a 3-touchdown lead over the Warriors.
Kobe will hand the ball off into the line to the tailback. Going around
Ball
the left
on the
side.
ground.
Ball comes out at the 40. Oconee County is indicating they've got it. Well, let's see what the officials say, though.
Well, it popped out, and he was going down. Oconee County does have the football.
Yep. So we'll lose the ball. A very uncharacteristic fumble there for the Tigers.
Well, I mentioned earlier about this heavy miss, and it continues to be heavy. And one of the things you've got to do if you're going to continue to run the ball, make sure you get a dry ball. But at the same time, man, you got to hang on to that football. And when Trey's spinning around going backwards, he sets himself up because he kind of exposes the football when he's up on the football now is kind of up in the air on his body rather than below his body where he can protect it better.
They go straight back to the shotgun set, put a man in motion from this near side. Faking the handoff, throwing it up in the air, down the field, and we're going to get a penalty against us, so we showed the guy down.
So Mandarius Dix, nice coverage until he decided to bump. But what he did is he gave up a first down because had he caught him, because had he caught the football, it wouldn't have been a touchdown, but he would have probably been tackled somewhere around the 25-yard line. So as far as a penalty goes, I guess you can chalk it up and say it saved the Tigers about 25 yards. That ball goes up to the 45-yard line of the Tigers.
So as Greg said, the ball rests on the 45-yard line. We're taking down to the end of this contest, 42-21. Oconee County, though, not giving up. They break the huddle. Twins to the right, one man wide to this near side. Straight across to the backfield with the quarterback. Actually hands the ball off, and he finds a seam, a nice seam. And he's going to go to the end zone. 10-5, touchdown Oconee County.
It was a delayed handoff right up the middle. And number 10, who had been taken out, evidently you don't get out of the game, but he comes back in as the offensive tailback. A delayed handoff. The Tigers were caught in a stunt, left the middle wide open. So at 5:49, they're back within 14, or at least 15. They're waiting on the PAT. So right now, 42. The scoreboard still shows 21, but should be 42-27.
Snap, hold, kick is up. We came close to blocking it, but we did not quite make it. 42-28 is your score. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football, and we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Well, the one not smiling right now is Coach Tanner Glisson, as the score now is 42-28. They've closed in a little bit on it. Still up to 2 touchdowns late in this contest. 5 minutes, 48 seconds left to go.
And add a little bit to it, when I said it was mist and heavy, it's not raining, but it is really a heavy mist. Heavy mist. A lot of umbrellas are popping back out. So if we're going to keep the ball on the ground, we've got to make sure we protect that football. And got to keep the ball boys really become important now, and to keep that bag of dry. You got to keep the balls dry for sure.
Watch for an onside kick here. We got a hands team up close. Joko Willis on the front line.
No, he's going to kick it deep.
We're going to pick it up at the 10, 15, as they got pretty good coverage on us. We get around at the 20, 25. Going out of bounds at the 30-yard line, but a late flag. Another flag to this near side on the sideline.
Actually, it looked like Makuta might have pushed somebody, but then Makuta got pushed in the back, and that's when the flag went up. So I looked, and there's actually here, so maybe offsetting the flag on the 26-yard line and one on the 35-yard line. I think the 35-yard line probably go against Oconee County.
We had a block
on
in the back. We had a block in the back at about the 26. So we'll see what the officials decide. He'll step out and give us the instructions as to what's going on. Actually, they're going to talk a little bit. Get away from Coach Glisson, probably.
Well, Jarrell Smith's hat came off at about the 26 and rolled up to the 31. That could have been what the flag was about. Let's see. But a heavy mist. It's almost raining, guys. It is starting to get ugly out here.
Yeah, the umbrellas are up all over the stadium now. In the background, you hear Todd Parrish, one of our sponsors at Key of LaGrange.
So I was talking to the officiating crew, a couple of them, and about 4 or 5 guys from Albany area, and then 4 or 5 guys from the West Georgia area. I don't recall seeing their faces officiating our games, so they may have been up toward the Carrollton area. But
personal foul, face mask against the Tigers. Oh, excuse me, the kicking team. Actually, both fouls go against Oconee County.
Okay, so that's a 30-yard penalty.
Because one during the play and one after the play.
So that'll move the ball, if it's a spot foul, from the 35-yard line well into Oconee County territory.
They're having to do a lot of math right there as to get across the 50. The
That'll
Tigers
put
have the ball at the 40.
On the 40-yard line of Oconee County. So excellent field position from this kickoff that Oconee County just had.
So Tigers can kind of put a dagger in them right here and end things. Going to hand the ball off as it's going to be Williams, the ball carrier. Weaves his way across the 35. Actually, right at the 35 is where they're going to mark it.
So from my vantage point here, I'm standing on the 30-yard line behind the Tigers. And when the Oconee County Warriors were trying to tackle Trey Williams that time, they were not just trying to tackle Trey, but trying to jerk that ball out of his hand. Even more so now because it's getting close to the end of the game. It's getting tight. It's 5 minutes left in this ball game. Tigers up 14. But it's so heavy raining, water's starting to just fall off our clothing. So you got to figure that wet football may come into play.
There's the snap. Kobe's going to keep it. Bounces to the outside. Going to have a holding call go against the Tigers as we're holding the outside linebacker.
And that flag will go down at about the 34-yard line. So that'll back them up probably 10 back to the 44. So that'll be second down and probably more like 14.
They'll replay that one.
So instead of instead of 3rd and 2, we're going to replay 2nd and go 2nd and 13 for the Tigers. 4:49 left in this game.
That's almost downright raining now, Greg.
It is, yeah. And the clock is rolling. 42-28 your score. Tigers on top.
Kobe's going to run it himself. Around the right side to the 40, go out of bounds. That's one way to avoid a fumble is just let the quarterback take it.
He'll pick up maybe 5, maybe 6 yards. It'll go mark it out at the 38-yard line. So he'll pick up 5 on that. So it'll be 3rd down and 7.
Hudson looks back to the sideline, gets his call from the coaches over here. Oconee County, just a 3-man front.
It's kind of like Scott Sickler and I were talking. What's he going out of bounds for? Just turn it up inside and let the clock run.
Kind of hard to stop those instincts sometimes. Fake the handoff to Williams. Hudson going to keep it. Runs right up the field, just short of the 30.
I sure hope Colby Harry gets up good. He gets up limping a little bit because Colby Hudson was tackled on the back of Colby Harry, and it bent Colby Harry back. But he looks good. Big Harry, I call him in wrestling. He's our heavyweight wrestler, and he's hard to keep down, man. He's a hoss of a guy. 408, 407, 406, Troup 42, Oconee County 28.
I thought you were saying that that the kid was 408. I was like, he ain't that big.
No, Colby Harry's, he's every bit of 285 when he wrestles, and that's the maximum you can be at heavyweight wrestling. So right now he's probably pushing 290, so he'll probably have to drop some weight. As looks like the Tigers are going to call a timeout. That'll give them all their timeouts left in this ball game.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. 30 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
High school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Team Sales is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rawlings, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and more. For more information, call Mud Creek Team Sales at 706-884-5592. Mud Creek Team Sales for all your sporting good needs.
You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day, and you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around, and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com because your smile is very important, and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, now at 2 locations, 114 Calumet Center in LaGrange and 100 College Street in Hogansville.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back as Hudson will take the ball right up the middle of the field. He'll pick up a 1st down inside the 30-yard line.
They're going to keep the ball on the ground for the most part at 3:34 and the clock's running, and they're just trying to protect the football. So it'll either be Trey Williams, who's in the backfield now, or Kobe Hudson on just a designed run play. Yeah, they may sneak a pass in, but at this point in time, really no need is where they're moving the football on the ground.
Once more, this will be the handoff to Williams going to the left side. They'll stop him after a gain of about 2, 2nd and 8.
They're going to mark it at the 26-yard line. So you're right. He'll pick up 2, be 2nd and 8. I'll move down here. Just got to get down to the 18-yard line. 2:55 left in this contest.
Tigers look over to the sideline, get their play. Now they're ready. Snap. Hand off on the right side. Going to get to the 20-yard line for a drag down. Short of the 1st down, but stays in bounds, keeps the clock moving.
Yeah, but that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Tigers. Nice job by Trey Williams. He tries to cut it inside, and it looks like Oconee County's used one of their timeouts. So with that being said, Jack, at 2:31, barring some kind of strange circumstances or turn of events, it looks like the Tiger coaches will use tomorrow night to travel north to Jasper, up 575 there, north of Woodstock, to scout the Pickens County team, as they'll be playing their 4th-seeded team, White County. So Pickens, number 1 seed out of region, I'm trying to think what region they are. With 2nd round, they may be region 4. But
they're expecting a big win there. White County only 3-7 on the season.
Right, and I would imagine he would send a coach or two down toward Cairo thinking that Cairo would be their next opponent if they're able to get by, if Troup's able to get by Pickens next week. And that's a big if. They also will probably go over to Thomas and scout Upson Lee.
Hand off in the line to the right side across the 20. First down for the Tigers down to the 15-yard line.
Oh, yeah, you just moved them back. You got Stephen Messer and big Colby Harry helping push. And then Hunter Bass comes out of that pile, helping push Williams over the 16-yard down to the 15-yard line. So it'll be 2:26 when they reset the chains.
I think I'd want to get the Upson Lee call, just drive to over there instead of going all the way down to Cairo.
Don't you know it?
That was one of our longest. That and Waco will go to Washington County. Those are two of the longest trips we've taken.
Well, we don't have fond memories of going down to Cairo. 3 seconds left. Tiger got to snap the football, and they do.
Ball on the ground, that wet ball again.
And Tigers did recover it. Let me see who come up with it. Maybe an offensive lineman. No, Trey Williams was able to pick it up. Good. So Tigers maintain possession of that football at the 16-yard line.
Minute 46 left to go. 42-28 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. Oconee County was a good opponent tonight. They fought well through the whole contest.
Tell you what, that 6-4 record, well deserved, because if they fought like this every week, they made some those 4 losses. I'm sure their opponents was gotten nervous for sure.
It was touch and go for us for a little while there.
Well, St. Pius only beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Handoff by the Tigers again. Going to get about 3 up the field, 2nd and 7.
They're going to mark this football down at the 10-yard line, looks like. So, minute to go in this football contest. Tigers really have no reason to do anything but just continue to run the football. 3rd and 5. I'm going to get down here on the 5-yard line. So it'd be nice to score, to go away, to make it 48 or 49 for sure. And as I said 49, I looked up and I saw the 49-second mark. So maybe that's providential. So let's see what happens.
Twins to this near side. Covey going to hand the ball off to his tailback, who drives inside to the 5-yard line.
And they're going to stop his forward progress at about the 6. So they may get one more play in. Let's see, 28, 27, before they reset the clock. No, they don't have to snap the football.
They're walking towards the center of the field.
So that'll be your final score, guys.
42-28 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers.
That's wonderful. 2 years in a row, we've won now the first round of our playoffs. The only way we get another home game, fans, is if we have an upset brewing tomorrow night where Pickens loses to White County, and that would certainly be an upset. But
huge
hey,
upset.
You know what? We'll pray for it, because and then of course if we're able to get by Pickens next week, then we got to have an upset that same week for let us to come back to Callaway Stadium. So you may have seen our last game at Callaway Stadium this year, but who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened. All right, we're going to take a break. We come back, we'll tell you how this game fared out as the Tigers win it 42-28. You listen to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
That's a lot more than a scratch. So now what do? Well, you carry it to the Rexperts, Precision Auto Body in LaGrange. They are a color match specialist and will wow you with the quality of the job, because they have a downdraft spray booth and the experts who know how to use it. So call and get a free estimate. They will handle the insurance company paperwork and fix your car so you're happy and back on the road. Call Precision Auto Body in LaGrange at 706-884-9292. That's 706-884-9292.
Think about your home. What do you see? Do you see 2 stories or stories of your toddler's first steps? Now, think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see houses. They just see a car. But State Farm agents see what your home and your car really means to you. So why not give the protection they deserve? See State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange.
Find her on the web at letmabelquote.com.
D&D Towing and Automotive, located at 3140 West Point Road, LaGrange, Georgia. Boy, they do a terrific job offering 24-hour towing, and they'll tow from anywhere. And, of course, in terms of automotive, they handle virtually everything, any size, including diesel. Yeah, you're going to like Todd and Dusty. Nice guys doing terrific business all over East Alabama and West Georgia. T&D Towing and Automotive, 706-668-6547.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. The Tigers have won their first round playoff game tonight on a Thursday night, 42 to 2. It's not. I'm sorry, looking at the wrong page. It is 42, but 42 to 28 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. Go ahead, Greg.
Let's hear some Coach Glisson. 10 wins, and as you just told the team, you don't know if you should feel better about being 10 wins or being 1-0 in the playoffs.
Well, we're excited about it. You know, bouncing back as a very, very good football team. They're very well coached. They've been in every single game they played this year. You know, I knew I got our guys' attention when we put the St. Pius film in, and it was 28-14, a real tight ball game. Hats off to those guys, but we did what we needed to do. We're 10 wins here for the first time in a long, long time. I think it's only I think it's the first time since like 86, 87 that we had back-to-back playoff wins in consecutive years. And but the biggest thing is we live to see another week. So thank you for everybody that came out and braved the weather. And we'll figure out where we go next week. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a home game.
Well, it'll take a miracle. That's what we were just talking about. But it looks like we might be going to Pickens unless White can somehow find a way to beat Pickens.
Right now they can send us to Alaska. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You hear Coach. He's just glad that 2 years in a row now they've won their back-to-back first-round playoffs games. So, but it looks like the Tigers will be moving up toward Pickens. But you guys, again, just watch the AJC or whatever you get your scores from. So kind of keep up with the playoffs tomorrow night, and you'll get an idea where we'll be going next week. Or a miracle, Jack, we may be here.
White County could surprise the whole world. Shock the world. Shock the world. Let's take a quick break back to the station. When we come back, we'll tell you how this game ended up, and you're listening right now to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
D&D Towing and Automotive, located at 3140 West Point Road, LaGrange, Georgia. Boy, they do a terrific job offering 24-hour towing, and they'll tow from anywhere. And, of course, in terms of automotive, they handle virtually everything, any size, including diesel. Yeah, you're going to like Todd and Dusty. Nice guys doing terrific business all over East Alabama and West Georgia. T&D Towing and Automotive, 706-668-6547.
Hey folks, TLDD, Todd Parrish here with Kia LaGrange. This October we're going pinks for breast cancer awareness. For each new car sold, we'll be donating a portion of our sales to Hope for a Day. This month's featured vehicle is a 2019 Kia Forte FE 6-speed. And yep, it's a rule breaker, a limit pusher. It's style and value rolled into fun. Drive out in yours today for only $15,988. Shop our complete inventory at any time online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stock number 110922. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back as we get ready for Greg to come back up here. I want to give you a quick rundown of the scoring in the second half of play. The Tigers were leading 21-14 at the half. They got the ball on the kickoff, drove all the way down. 28-14 was your score. Tyree Carlisle finished that off with a big run. Oconee County, they took the ball 90 yards back on the ensuing kickoff. So quickly they got a little bit closer to us. 28-21. Then the Tigers got the ball. Another nice long drive capped off by Trey Williams' run. 35-21 was your score there. Oconee County, they drove down to 23, couldn't do anything with it. Tigers got the ball again as they went into the fourth quarter. Joko Willis took a great pass. Tyree down almost into the end zone. Then Tyree Carlisle finished things off 42-21 was the score. Again, Oconee County that would not go away. They ended up scoring again late in the ball game, made it 42-28, and that was your final score. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Callaway Stadium as you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Calling all area coaches, high school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Graphics is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rawlings, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and more. For more information, call Mud Creek Graphics at 706-884-5592. Mud Creek's for all your sporting good needs.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at Remax Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Welcome to your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, where we work hard to get you the car you've been searching for. Our new and pre-owned selections are handpicked to provide the best in color, options, and financing that's right for you. We have a huge database of lenders to get you in the vehicle of your dreams. And Nissan of LaGrange has a world-class service department that's second to none. Come see why folks come from Atlanta, Columbus, and beyond to shop your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, 1050 Lafayette Parkway in beautiful LaGrange, Georgia.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back as we're about the only ones left at the stadium because
they got out of here fast, didn't they, Jack?
Yeah, they did. A little rain will do that for you.